What's going on, Internet? The Block Hokage here, aka TVH. And to be honest, I'd like to welcome you guys back to the Game Illuminaughty podcast. You're in for a good time on episode 69. Before we get into the show, let me introduce you guys to my co-host. The first literally just got off the plane from Puerto Rico hours ago because he knew he had to get to the show because it was in the Illuminaughty contract. Some of them call him JG, but most of us call him UTX Travel the Don. Say what up to the people.
What up? We back. We right back to work because that's what we do here at Game Illuminaughty. But I'm glad to be here and glad to be a part of yet another podcast. 69, baby. Let's go.
Hey, and my second co-host constantly has people wondering if he was kicked out of the group or if he died, but really he's just been busy finally growing up. Say what up to the people, Ethos. Also let them know where you've been, man, because I'm tired of answering the question.
I've been busy. I don't have to tell these people what I've been doing or why I've been doing what I've been doing.
Wow.
He ain't lying.
No, I'm not mad at him.
If you really care, follow this man on Twitter. And this episode's guest Patreon backer, who we're always grateful for, goes by the name Calm Serble. We just gonna call you Calm, fam. I just hope that he brings something good to. I'm fucking with you, bro. Say what up to the people. You got any social media that you want to shout out to?
Yes, I do. I have Calm Serble is Calm Serble on Twitter, Instagram, and everything.
Spell it out for them so they know how to catch you.
Yes. Okay. CALMSURBLE.
Bet. And that's your Twitter?
Yes, it is.
There it is. So you guys want to follow him? There it is, right there. And if you want to appear on the podcast, or you have any other you got any other videos, be sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/GI updates. We have all different type of rewards in line for those of you who choose to financially support us. Link in the description box below if you're viewing the video version at youtube.com/theblack-hokage. And of course, feel free to take the show on the go. The GI podcast is available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Store, and Spotify. Make sure to download our free app. You'll get the latest news on iOS and Android. It's totally free. Just search Gaming Illuminaughty on your respective app store. But let's cut all the promotion and get into it. Opening conversation, God of War. 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9.5, 10 out of 10, 10, 10, 10. JG, did this game touch your soul? Dad of War, how you feel about it?
Dad of War. Yeah, man, I feel like this game really divided everybody's expectations. Last year we were like, man, I don't know about this. Huh?
What do you mean it divided people's expectations?
Defied everyone's expectations. Let me speak clearly. Sorry, it defied everyone's expectations. Everyone saw this last year. We were like, I don't know about this. What really happened to Kratos? I'm not really feeling the Norse mythology aspect. What's up with him and this boys like The Last of Us? But yeah, I mean, I feel like this game was like none of that. I didn't see anyone say anything bad about the game. It did not feel like The Last of Us. And I feel like one of the really only bad things you could say about this game, or at least I've seen so far, is that Kratos calls his son boy so many times. Like that was literally the joke of the whole thing. And but I just felt like the story, just by itself, was really, really engaging. I really liked the Norse mythology aspect. I really liked the relationship between Kratos and Atreus. I felt like it was really fluid. It was dynamic. They've had their ups, they had their downs, but overall, this man was just trying to protect his son from what he really was, and people still ended up pulling up on him. They still wanted something, and they ended up finding out something crazy at the end. I'm not going to spoil it, but it was really, really engaging. I liked it. The story is very engaging. I like the combat as well, even though some people said it was slow. Once you get further in the game and you end up getting some more moves, it becomes really intricate. And I see what people were saying, it has that Dark Souls aspect. When you put it on harder difficulties, at first I was like, why are y'all saying that? But on harder difficulties, I can see why y'all were saying that it's like Dark Souls-esque. So it does definitely give you a challenge if you want to play at the harder difficulties. And just overall, I think that this definitely is a contender for the game of the year. I really don't have anything bad to say about it. And the fact that I didn't think that it was going to be, I thought it was going to be straight linear, but it even wasn't linear. You could literally go wherever you want. And then obviously, as you go further in the game, you can unlock new places to go to. So you can do what you want. It has some side missions that really felt like main missions. And I like that. For side mission, doesn't feel like a side mission. I feel like that's a win in my book. And I feel like really nothing that I did for real just felt like a chore. I really enjoyed pretty much every aspect about this game. So good in my book.
True. What about you, Calm? How'd you feel about the game?
Yeah, I mean, what he said was I was accurate in terms of the boy aspect and the family I haven't played it, but I'm gonna get it in. I've been skeptical on God of War. I see it as like a Bayonetta with a penis. So I don't really.
Oh my god!
I've never heard that before. That's interesting.
No, but Bayonetta cop out for God of War anyway. So it's like one of those things where oh man, I've been like so behind on all the series. I beat the first one. I haven't played the second one or third one and all that other stuff. So like I need to play it and like actually like get into, I guess, this whole series, because I think this is like one of those series games where the community is like behind it, and essentially like if you know everything that's going on, you're gonna be super invested. So like I've been completely I guess detached from like the lore of God of War and Kratos, and I've been following along every time there was a new game, but I haven't really like invested my whole self into games. So essentially I've become like a little bit of a pessimist to like games like God of War and like the traditional, because I'm on the other side. Essentially I was on the Xbox Nintendo side, and God of War was that distant light on the other side of the river saying like, hey, we're having fun over here. And I'm like, okay, well, yeah,
I feel you. I feel you. What's the
much
name? I agree with JG. Like the side missions didn't feel like side missions. I would actually say those are some of my favorite missions, because if you play this game and you didn't do the side missions, I felt like you missed a lot of the game, because I feel like some of the best lessons that he was teaching Atreus actually came out of the side missions. Also the most challenging parts of the game and the most fun I feel like came from the side missions, but like those boat rides, when you would get to the side missions, he would just drop all different types of gems. He was talking about like leadership, minding your own business, how to treat people and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, yo, like they really dropping gems in this game. Like rarely do you see that type of stuff in gaming, which I appreciated. What about you, Ethos? How'd you feel about the game?
I haven't played it yet. My friend gave it to me, so I gotta play it.
You have any expectations going into it?
I mean, I was pessimistic about the game before it came out, because it kind of became like I didn't like the direction that it turned into, which is Last of Us. The best way to describe it is like it's basically like an Oscar bait type of game, where it's like, you know, they make it to be this, oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be game of the year type of material, instead of what the game's always been like. And I've always had this like I find it very hard that the guy, you know, Kratos, the guy who just did not give a fuck, now just this like brooding old man who's now like dropping gems, and now he's like the smart man. I mean, I heard people they explain why he does it in the game, but I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of God of War, so I don't really care if I like it or not at the end of the day. But everybody likes it, so that's cool.
Yeah, they explained in the game why he was like that, because I was originally like that too, because I was like, yo, where the Savage at from the first 3 games? We don't count Ascension. But what's the name? One thing that I will have a complaint, because like everybody's like saying this game is perfect. I don't feel like it's perfect. My main complaint with the game is a lot of times I did not feel like the God of War.
I feel like you're grounded.
Yeah, you feel grounded. Like there's like, and like I know it pisses like some of the people in the chat. Like I'm tired of that comparison. Like there is some Dark Souls comparisons, because there are like bosses in this game that'll just one shot you, and not even bosses. There are just regular ground enemies that'll one shot Kratos a lot of times. And it's like, I know he's older, but it doesn't make sense in the context of the game. Like this dude is a god. Why am I getting one shotted by a minion? And I was playing on normal. Like some of them Valkyrie boss fights were just freaking crazy, and I'm just like, bruh, like, I don't know, like I guess because it felt like the enemies were almost like bullet sponges, even though there's no bullets, but you know what I mean. Like he wasn't doing much damage, so it became like, especially in the Valkyrie fights, they weren't particularly hard to me. It was just more me being impatient. Like once you understood their pattern, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know about the whole like you can't jump as Kratos, which is kind of annoying because you could always do that in the originals, right? And then the other thing, the camera,
you get used to it.
Like,
it did piss me off, but you did get used to it.
I would say that's one of my negatives.
Yeah, it's like the camera. I saw my friend playing it, actually, like the thing I was watching him play it, and like he was like, well, you know, they kind of do like what Hellblade does, which is like, you know, you have like, I guess the head you have will be like, hey, behind you or something like that to let you know
like the indicators, to warn you.
Yeah, but it's like, I feel like the game would have been better if they had just like, instead of this like cinematic, like put it right in your fucking like right by the side of your shoulder. They should have just like why not pull it out like when you're in combat? Like why not let you be able, like how in Bayonetta, right? Like when you go into combat, how it pulls the camera out and you can see where everything is coming. I don't know. I just felt like it would have just been better, but that's the only complaint I've just seen just by watching. But I'm gonna probably stream it.
It's one of those games where it's like, if you take it for what it is, in my opinion, it's a 9 out of 10. But if we're judging it based off, is it God of War? Nah,
it's not. It's a whole different game. Yeah.
It's a whole. They literally took elements from every popular game in the past 10 years and put it together and made it work. But
Sounds
and that's
like
okay. It works, but it's just like, that's not Kratos.
Sounds like exactly what they did with Horizon. So that's what I was thinking.
But it's funny though, because like
it's better
like we were all complaining about like God of War as a QTE simulator, right? And then you really take that aspect out, like there are still those events, but it's not like every single boss fight that you go into. Like it was just like rare and far in between, and like that was the one complaint that people had about it. But like when you take that out, and like some people were still like initially complaining about it until you actually played it, and you're like, well, I don't, I like, this is actually pretty decent. I agree that it's not the God of War that we used to know, but does it have to be? Would you really want that again? Would you want a God of War 4 that was like literally the same thing with just QTE scenes every single boss fight?
Yes.
Yeah.
You would?
I'm not gonna lie.
No, just joking.
I wouldn't be mad about it.
Not
to be
be mad.
with you. I wouldn't be upset about it. I'd just be like, okay, cool. Like this is what I expect. Like this is God of War, right?
Because it's one of those things. God of War 3, like we don't count Ascension. Like if we're going from God of War 3, it's been like what, like 6-7 years. Like I don't think anybody would have been mad at that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have been mad
GTA,
if this
it's the same shit as GTA 4, but it was like a 5-6 year difference. So like it's you can't miss what's always in your face, basically.
Yeah, and I don't think like people would have been upset if literally they showed God of War and it was like old God of War. Like it was like, yeah, this is the old school what you grew up with PS2. Like this is, and PS3, like this is God of War, and they show it to you with just upgraded graphics and stuff like that, and they just add a few things here and there. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Again, I got to play the game, but there's always just something that I just find weird about like when people take their franchise or they take their game and they completely like 180 what it was into something else, and it's like, why do that? I guess it's just a cure. Like what was the method behind you wanting to do all these changes? I guess that's just what I want to know and understand.
I think it fits into like the culture of Sony right now, or PlayStation.
Yeah,
like
because I'm concerned that I agree with you saying, like I'm concerned that it's like remember how I brought up a while back? I was like, why do all the Sony games feel like they're the exact same things? These third
they're all
person,
chasing.
They're all chasing Last of Us formula.
Last
which
of
is
Us,
like these
exactly.
like emotional games that are third person action games with a companion, or that they're like cinematic presentations, and that they try to push them like they're movie scripts and they're not games anymore, and they elevate themselves above this. And because I saw a bunch of, I don't know, maybe it's just me being a little salty, but I saw a lot of pieces of people saying like God of War is now bringing like emotional gaming and like bringing like depth and maturity into gaming now. And I'm just like, did anybody play Nier Automata? Did anybody play all these other games like years before God of War? Like God of War is not the first game that has done this. It's like the Last of Us effect. It's like it does a bunch of things really well, but it doesn't do anything new. And that's, I guess, the thing that I'm just like, I mean, if you're gonna change your entire game to something else, at least like try something different instead of just copying what other games that were successful do. But I mean, it works. It works at the end of the day, so I can't be mad at it. They got 9s and 10s, so I can't be mad at them. They did it. It worked.
I feel like a more logical step maybe to like appease the people who didn't want to do this 180 would have been maybe turn God of War into like a Devil May Cry Bayonetta hack and slash game where it's like
that's what I want.
There's combos on a menu and you have to have a perfect dodge, and
what if they did a God of War
you had to
like
learn the combos?
Yeah, like they got like platinum or something where they were like, yo, okay, we're gonna make it more
original
like a
was just
platinum
straight
game.
up button masher.
Yeah, like
honest.
just like take it like it was I would say like the combos were kind of like, it wasn't really like a combo DMC, not even close. But what if they went that direction, made it like more heavy action based,
Metal Gear Revengeance?
Yeah, like make like Metal Gear, make it like how Platinum makes their action games. I just think that might have been a better game than this game.
But doesn't that kind of end up still being what you just said? Like you said that they're following the Last of Us formula, but they will be copying the DMC or the Bayonetta formula if they did that.
But
so
I'm saying
it's really still no.
Take it as base, but make something new out of it. Like just take what exists and then mix it up and make something new, right? That makes it something new.
I don't know about that.
Because nothing's new anymore, right? Like Overwatch is just literally like TF2, but they made some modifications, they made some changes to it, and that's what made something like a new experience. It's like all
the original God of Wars, I felt like a superhero. In this, I felt like a human.
Like a human.
Like I didn't feel like a god. That's the part that confused me. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I saw when my friend was playing too. I was kind of weirded by that, but I mean, I'm gonna play it though, and then I'll be able to talk more shit about it. But
towards the end when
it's a good, like, I
felt
can't be mad. Like,
strong, but
it's got good reviews. That's great. Like, it's great. It did a great job. It got a lot of people love it. So I mean, like, there's no reason to hate on it. Like, it did a good job. So, you know, good shit.
The cinematic experience.
Oh no, it's fucking.
I want to
My
see
friend
what
actually
your
said
opinion is
that.
after you play it though, Ethos.
Yeah, my friend actually, before he gave it to me, he was like, I think you'll like this game, but I know you have that thing about like games that push the cinematic thing and they annoy you. So he's like, it does have some of that, and you might get annoyed by it, but I think you'll like it regardless. So I don't know. We'll see.
I just hope that this doesn't turn into the next Assassin's Creed. Y'all remember when Ubisoft was putting out the annual Assassin's Creed? Like I don't want to spoil anything, but there were certain parts in the game where they were hinting that, like, because like a lot of people were asking, how are there Norse gods? And when he's from
is it
Sparta,
sequel bait? Is it like sequel bait?
Oh, there's definitely gonna be a sequel.
It's some secrets at the end. Yeah.
How are there Norse
is,
gods in the Spartan? Like, and basically they hinted that there are other gods from other regions, and I'm like, I hope that they don't do that. Like,
I have a real question for you. This goes into the whole thing I'm talking about, like questioning like why they did the things they did. So like from what I read and like what you just brought up, right? So definitely this is a sequel, right? Like this is not a reboot, right? Because like literally it's like
yes and no.
It's following.
I kind of feel like
literally,
it's a reboot
because
it's called God of War, fam. It's not called God of War.
But the thing is like, was that just marketing? Like, were they, because they did all these changes, were like, okay, we're gonna completely change the name? Because I talked to a couple people about it, and I saw some videos about it, and everybody that I said at least said that this is technically a sequel because it takes place after the events of 3. There are follow-up things that complete chains, and they also reference lore and story points from the previous trilogy. So they don't wipe any retcon. They don't retcon any of the story elements from the original 3. They keep them. So I'm like, so how is this a reboot? You know, I guess maybe from a gameplay standpoint, but like a story standpoint, it doesn't seem like they did
from a story standpoint, it's not.
Yeah, I was just like, I guess it's just weird. I just find like, why name it God of War 4? I get it's just a bunch of questions.
It's psychological. I remember I read
it's the rule of threes, man. You can't.
Yeah, people are less likely to buy something if it has a 4 attached to it, a 4 or a 5. But if you call it Assassin's Creed Black Flag, they'll buy it though.
Right, because it's a new game to them technically. So yeah.
Well, they could have just called it God of War 4 Boy. They could have just done that.
I mean, because what was it? What was the last Deus Ex? Mankind Divided. That was the 4th one.
That was the 2nd.
No, for counting the original ones.
No, the original ones aren't. They aren't like part of that thing because the new ones are a prequel long before the original. Like,
well, I just read an article and like they were asking Eidos Montreal, like, is it coming back? And they were like, yeah, it's gonna be the 5th game of the series, so they're counting it as the 4th.
Well, yeah, that's a series, but it's story wise, it's not connected. It has not.
I guess the point I was just trying to make is if they would have called it Deus Ex 4. Less people would have bought it versus just calling it Mankind Divided.
I mean, they didn't even call the first game 1 or 2. Like Deus Ex has never been called numbers. Like that's the thing.
So that's a bad example.
Yeah, it's a bad example because
just like Call of Duty, bro.
I hate all
Call of Duty. Call of Duty is a good example. But yeah, like
Call
all
of
the
Duty is
Deus
a good
Exes,
example.
none of them have numbers in them at all. I don't think.
Okay.
None of them do.
Same difference. So yeah, there's definitely sequel bait. We'll see where it goes.
I'm live streaming it. Check me out on twitch.tv/gamingethos. I'll be live streaming it next Thursday.
This guy.
Oh, this man wants a live stream.
Yeah, all of a sudden. Yeah, you got a Twitch, com?
Huh?
You got a Twitch? I was talking to com.
Yeah, I have a Twitch, but I have a YouTube though.
What is it?
It's Calm Serval.
There
Same
you go.
name for everything.
What do you upload?
What
do you upload on it?
I upload plots of urban vernacular movies in urban vernacular. Well, I could have said that better, but
like you break down the vocab, you mean?
The movie, the summary. I just do the summary and like.
Wait a minute, what's your channel again?
Calm Serval. You're subscribed. Ethos is subscribed. So
am I really? I knew because I was like, I follow a channel that does like a summary of the entire. Like, have you done like anime ones too? Like the movie.
Yes, I have.
Okay, I know exactly your channel. Okay, your shit's good.
Oh, we got a fan.
Okay,
yeah, I know my shit. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, I swear to God, like I've heard his voice before, but I couldn't pinpoint where. I rember I watched like some of his YouTube videos. Yeah, they're actually really good.
Yes.
There you go. Cool. I'm a fan.
There you go. I'm about to check you out then. Ethos co-signed you. So before we wrap this one up, I will say everybody's saying this is in the conversation for Game of the Year. What other games are coming out that you feel like are contenders that can contend with this?
Red Dead, Last of Us 2.
Red Dead's coming out this year. Negro.
I thought they
I'm
coming
saying
out
on the fence.
in
If
fall.
it does, they
Didn't
still
say
haven't
fall?
announced a date yet.
I already predicted the first delay, but I don't think they're gonna delay it.
I'm afraid it's gonna.
I think Kingdom Hearts gonna compete with it.
That's not coming out until 2020. What are you talking about?
That's not coming out. Really.
I'm telling you, I'm not getting that until 2020.
I just wanted to make the bet in the chat.
Some people said Spider-Man, but I don't know about Spider-Man beating.
Well, we'll talk about that later. They're gonna show more later. But
Spider-Man might end up being up there if these other games don't come out.
They're really pushing it.
No, it's not coming out.
Yeah. I can't think of any games besides Red Dead off the top of my head that's going to compete with God of War. Like, I don't feel like the competition is that stiff this year. But then maybe we're just not remembering what comes out this fall.
Not a lot coming out. Don't know what's coming out in fall.
So we shall see. Cyberpunk ain't coming out this year. We'll be lucky if we get some gameplay.
Radical Heights.
Radical Heights. Come on, guys, leave Cliffy B. The Cliffy B jokes are getting really old. Man, the guy's going crazy on Twitter. He's blocking everybody. Okay, Radical Heights. It's coming back, baby. They're gonna add textures in the next update. What's the name? So since the last podcast, or since the last few podcasts, Destiny finally released their new DLC. It's called Warmind. I forgot what the last one. I think it was called The Curse of Osiris. I know it's brought Ethos back to it. Did it bring you back, Jay?
No, I was asking y'all. Like, I wanted to hear
y'all. He didn't buy the.
No, I didn't buy the first one.
Yeah,
no, didn't even get the first one. So
Lucky man.
Know, like, is it worth it? Let me know.
Okay. Oh, you spent the most time on it. How you feeling about Warmind? Was it worth the wait, Ethos?
So I only live streamed the campaign, so I haven't gotten to like all the grindy type of shit yet to see if it's fun. It's definitely better than Curse of Osiris. It's actually pretty decent story wise. Like, it's actually decent.
Is it true it's only 90 minutes
for the story campaign?
Yeah,
I'd have to check my stream, but probably it wasn't that long. Like, there was like 7.
Did it feel like
minutes.
it was 2 hours? Okay, yeah.
It felt like it was pretty short. Like, it's not like, don't expect like a full on campaign. It's pretty short, but like it was enjoyable. I won't lie. Like, the campaign I played through, I was like, okay, yeah, this was actually pretty fun. And the final boss fight was actually pretty lit. So I was like, okay, they actually tried this time. But I mean, I haven't played any of the other stuff, so I haven't played the raid layer of it. I haven't played, like, I only played a little bit of Escalation Protocol. So you
can't even fully judge it because
I can't
there's a new boss fight every week.
Yeah, like, there's a lot. Like, I won't lie. Like, compared to Osiris, like, this one has a lot of stuff in it. And then they did the whole season 3 thing. So now there's a rank mode, which I'm happy about. Finally, now you can figure out how good you are. It's for
both too. There's ranked, and then there's like you have a rank in quick play.
They changed a bunch of weapons, like some weapons that sucked ass when you first got the game. Like, they're actually good now. Like, they made the exotics actually just OP as shit. Like, they just destroy everything now. Like, overall, like, I can't hate it. I'd be honest and just say, like, it's definitely an improvement. And I don't know how big of an improvement. And I know the people who are like fiends of Destiny 1, like Prof, I don't know if this will bring Prof back. If it brings Prof back, then it's good. If Prof's still like, fuck that shit, then that's the best way you can wager if it's good or not. Then, it's not. It's not,
I like how the other UTX is the end all be all, not this one.
Right. We should have got a problem with this. Yeah,
I mean, I wasn't a Destiny 1 fan, so
yeah, I wasn't even a fan of 1 either. So I don't know. I wouldn't even say I'm a fan of this game. I think it's like what you and me, we were talking about. It's like, it's just something we just play because we're just lucky
because we beat everybody up.
Yeah, I feel strong. I can have a power fantasy in the game. I can beat the shit out of everybody in it. That's about it.
I hopped on and I played last night for a couple hours. I didn't play any of the story. I just hopped straight back into multiplayer and like all the new maps that they added. I really like all the maps. They do have good map design. And like the first game that I got like a 3.5 like KD, and then the next game I got a 4.5, and then after that I got a 9. And then after that I was just like, I remember why we stopped playing this game, bro. I was like, you motherfuckers suck. Granted,
we gotta
just quick play.
We gotta do trials in these random.
Yeah, we gotta play competitive.
Yeah,
but quick play is so boring, bro. It's full of fucking scrubs. I'm like, I'm too good at this game. Like, we haven't been this good at the game since like Titanfall, bro. That's ridiculous. So I gotta try the rest of the shit. But I do think it's interesting how they have a different boss fight every week, and supposedly it's gonna be really hard. And each boss has exclusive loot.
It's hard.
So that's an excuse to bring me back. And that's kind of got me interested.
Like, there were some campaign parts of the mission stuff, like where I was like, I actually had to like sit up in my chair and try, because I almost died I died once on the boss fight, and then I almost died a second time, and I was just like, I was about to write my journalistic article about, is Destiny 2 Warmind the new Dark Souls? Like, I was about to do that, but I was like, everything's
Dark Souls.
Yeah, everything's Dark Souls, but it's definitely harder than anything that I've played previously in Destiny 2. But I will say that so far.
My only thing is, like, I don't know if this was worth the wait, because we waited like 6 months for this expansion. Like, we bought that season pass a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sweating it. I didn't pay for it. You know?
I feel like just to make up to the community, they should get the next expansion
My
away
viewers
for
bought
free.
it for me, so I wasn't ever going to get mad about it. But
I paid with my own money.
But I mean, you know, like, I just know I'm going to be upset because we already know what's going to happen. We're probably going to go to E3 this year, and they're going to reveal the Taken King version of Destiny 2, and it's going to be.
That's actually one of the rumors on the notes.
Yeah, it's going to make. Okay, I'll shut the fuck up. Never mind. All right.
So, there's that. I don't know what y'all think. Do you play Destiny, Kong?
No. I remember first playing the demo, whatever the beta, and then I was like completely turned off by it. I did not like it at all. I denounce Destiny just like I denounce
oh man,
what's it, Fortnite, even though I wanted it on the notes. So even
you might also would have been better.
I feel you. No, that's okay.
We
denounced Destiny
about
1.
it.
So.
I did not denounce Destiny 1.
And we're still on the fence about do we even like Destiny 2. I think we just like it because we're good at it.
This is like real. We're still trying. It's literally that moment. We're still scratch our heads like, do we like this shit? And then I'm trying to convince us. He was like, no, you like that shit. You keep playing. I was like, I'm dead ass. I don't know if I like this game or not. I'm just playing because it's something to play. It's the weirdest shit. Yeah.
That's why they got you though. It's like one of those.
You keep trying to figure out, do I like this? Yeah.
Yes, exactly. It's like how MMOs do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know,
time
like
investment. That's what it is.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. That's that Destiny Warmind. Play it if you want. Moving on to Xbox news. Well, actually, before we get into the Xbox news, here's a quick update on your guys' games for gold. As long as you guys keep paying for that Xbox Live, you'll get quote unquote your free games. This month on the Xbox One, you get Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, not bad. Mega Baseball 2, not bad. And then on the Xbox 360, you get Streets of Rage and Vanquish. So I would actually say this is a very, very good month for Xbox. Definitely. Actually, I didn't even play Metal Gear. I need to download it. Yeah. So you don't think Metal? Why you say that? You don't think Metal Gear's worth?
You remember he didn't like that one.
Metal Gear 5 was incomplete. It's an incomplete game.
But for free though?
Oh no, for free, yeah. Go ahead, play it, yeah. I know. JJ, you played it, right? JJ, because you're a Metal Gear fan, right?
Nah, I didn't play 5.
What?
Oh,
I didn't.
You're
play
a Metal
5
Gear fan, though.
I looked at you play it though, and I was like, "This isn't Metal Gear. This is not my Metal Gear." So I didn't play it.
That's yeah.
I skipped on that one after watching you. I was like, "No, I'm good."
I'll never forget when the people found out that the game was incomplete. And then like Metal Gear fans like lost their minds. Like it was the funniest shit I had ever seen. Because like I just didn't know what the fuck was going on. So I was just playing. I was like, the gameplay is cool, but the story is just I don't know what's going on in the story. And then people were like, then the video spam came out. The truth behind Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 has a big problem. All this sort of stuff. You know, when they spam all those videos. And then everybody was like, yeah. So I beat the first half of the game, and then the second half is like it's not there. It's literally just a rehash of everything you do in the first part of the game. And so they're like, is there an ending? And they're like, no. There's whole chunks of story missing out of the game.
Wait, so did you play Far Cry 5 Ethos?
I am going to.
Dan, I was gonna ask you, was it as bad as that ending? Because then if it was, I'm not gonna play
Did it feel like sequel? Are you talking like was the ending like sequel-y, or do you mean?
Like,
oh no,
it wasn't sequel bait.
Incomplete.
It was just a waste of time. Far Cry.
Okay, it's like let's describe it. It's like really? The ending is like imagine Mass Effect, right? But imagine Mass Effect 3's ending. But imagine like they don't even like right when Shepard goes up to the Citadel, it just stops, and that's it. And it doesn't even even though the 3 card or whatever, it doesn't even show that.
So is that sequel bait, or is that they just said fuck it?
No, because 5. Correct me, JJ, but I'm pretty sure 5 is in the middle of the entire trilogy. Kojima's just fucking crazy. He decided to mix all the games up into different segments. So 5 is actually in the middle of the entire trilogy. So after you play 5, I think after that you go and play Metal Gear Solid 1. I think.
Sounds like Kingdom Hearts. I'm good. Just
it's very Kingdom Heartsy. Yeah.
Artsy. Whatever. I'm good. Moving on to other news. This is not really Xbox news, but I threw it in the fucking Xbox section. This this narrative is going around on the internet. Walmart ruined E3, specifically Walmart Canada. A couple days ago, Canadian site of Walmart, they released some listings for some games that hadn't been confirmed by the publishers. It was a long list of games, but I just listed the ones that mattered. Splinter Cell, Just Cause 4, Destiny Comet, which is people are thinking that's the next DLC, Borderlands 3, Lego DC Villains, Forza Horizon 5, which is funny because there's no 4, Rage 2, The Division 2, which you already knew was coming, and then Gears of War 5. I'm definitely like I mean the Splinter Cell rumors have been bubbling, so I'm really hoping they bring out Splinter Cell, and it would be amazing if the full campaign was co-op. I love how like they would do like the little side missions as co-op, but I want the whole story like just to be co-op. That shit would be fire.
I want them to bring back Convictions side co-op mode. That shit was like the best co-op thing I've ever. I love this shit.
Right. Just Cause 4, I don't really care about. It's like it's one of those games I get it in the bargain bin maybe.
It's there.
Destiny DLC, I hope it's free for making us wait.
No, Activision free.
Borderlands 3, definitely interested to see what they do with that, especially because we've been waiting a long time. One of my complaints with Borderlands is like it was just like a numbers generator, like all the guns felt the same, just one would have acid on it. Like if you're gonna put a bunch of shit in there, make it unique. I think that would be interesting. Lego DC, I don't care about that. Forza, I don't care about that. Rage 2, I'm surprised this is getting a sequel. Did anybody play this shit?
I did play the original Rage, yes.
Yo, talk about it, Jay. What was that about, bro?
I don't even like fully remember. I know it was like in the in like the wasteland type of thing. It was kind of like a Mad Max type of environment. And the funny thing is, because I know I got that on GameFly, I didn't end up beating the game, and I don't know why. But this was like a kind of like a cultish type of game. Some people liked it. The hardcore people liked it, but there was some people that didn't. It was like it was missing something. I think that's kind of why I stopped playing it. But this one actually just got confirmed though.
Yeah, no one knew this was coming out.
Yeah, Rage 2 made a Twitter and everything, and they said they're going to release something on Monday. So good job, Walmart.
Nice job, Walmart. The one surprise, Bethesda would have had, it's gone.
Yep.
The Division 2, I'm interested to see what they do with that.
I'm gonna play it.
But we already knew that was coming, so.
Gears of War 5, I don't know. I thought maybe they would wait a little bit longer, but I'm curious to see what they do with that. But at the same time,
2 years, yeah?
Yeah, it's been about 2 years. Yeah,
it's
because if you still play Gears, they
excited.
every month they put out free content. Like they support the hell out of that game.
Yeah,
this second game's got to be fire, bro.
Yeah, it does.
I'm not gonna lie. After Gears 4, I'm kind of like
stop giving me defense missions in the middle.
Yeah,
of the
they better. Gears 4 was alright, but like they gotta kill it like this.
No,
time.
I think what held Gears of War 4 back is they implemented crossplay later in the game. If it comes out the box with crossplay between Xbox and PC, that'd be fire. With the new content and characters.
No, they gotta make the social allow you to have fucking 4 people in it. Not
not
2.
just social, full cross. Well, it has full.
I'm talking about. Remember how we tried to play and we tried to do on the social and it wouldn't let us?
That's when they were testing it. So like when the crossplay originally came out, you could only play with one friend and go into social play. Now you can just crossplay.
Stupid as shit, bro. They fucked up their multiplayer.
They gotta do it like Fortnite. Like everybody can play.
And get rid of the loot boxes, please. That shit was so irritating.
Yeah, loot boxes.
I hate it.
Make money though.
I know, but the skins, it just like I remember in Gears 3 and stuff like when you got something like when you had like them skins and shit like niggas knew like you was a tryhard at that game. Like now it's just like I don't know, like it's just people running around with paint and all this other stupid crazy colors. I'm just like I don't want this shit, bro.
It has gotten a little out of hand over the years.
Yeah, it's like, come on.
Me and Nomad were actually playing the other day, and like they have the zombie Dom and another zombie skin. You cannot tell the difference between the zombie skins and the zombie skins and the locust. So like a lot of times you'll pull up on the locust and they
you don't
shoot at you. Yeah, and like the shit is so funny when you play that skin. Like they got to get rid of some of that.
And it fucks you up,
with
you can't tell who on your team now. Because I remember they did 4 because they did the lighting, right? Like so the armor lights would like help you determine if they were good or bad. But then they had all these crazy skins, and now you can't tell the difference between who's good and bad. And that's just like I just think that's horrible. Like Dom went out in a very like fucked up but like heroic way. Yeah. And he dealt with all this crazy like mental illness type of shit and like lost his mind. And then you bring him back as a zombie in 4, like that's an insult to his memory in my
like why not just bring Dom back? Like
just either bring Dom back. Don't make him a zombie. Like that's just insulting. I like it's like do you even care about your characters at this point?
Didn't 4 only feature 2-player co-op too?
Yeah, and that was another thing. It's like 3 had.
Yeah, we need 4.
And I think what was that one that we don't talk about?
Judgment.
We're judging it.
Yeah.
Whatever that game was. Didn't that have 4? I thought, or was that 2 too?
I think it had 4.
Yeah, I forgot.
I don't remember.
I don't know why they
I
cut
didn't
it
play
back
that
to
shit.
2. Gears of War 3 will always be, in my mind, just the most ultimate experience for Gears, just because of all the stuff you could have done in it. It was just, there's little things that just multiplayer wise, people like 2 better or 1 better, but like Gears 3 just had just the biggest like amount of features you just.
Am I the only one that misses the sawed off? I never used it, but I just like killing people who did.
Nah, you got it.
I just thought it was funny. Like,
I
you
wasn't
bitch, got the sawed off. You still
That
lost.
was a cheese. That was some cheese weapon that bad players would use.
Yeah, it was for scrubs. That's why I like killing them. What's this? Yeah, they definitely got to bring back the 4-player co-op. That would be fire if we could do like a stream and we play on hard. Play on the hardest difficulty. That'd be a fire ass stream. Gears is one of the few games where I'll play it on the hardest difficulty.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I would too. Yeah,
and the story was actually good. The trilogy actually had a good story. I just hope they actually make 5 good based off of what they did in 4. Like they did a setup. We knew it was gonna happen, but I hope like it pays off like somewhere big in 5.
We'll see though. I have low expectations.
Let's hope the main characters actually become likable and not these like annoying little like off spawn that are not even close to cool as the original guys. So
yeah. Is Borderlands 3 doing anything for y'all?
Yeah.
What do you want to see from it, Jay?
Yeah, what do you?
I mean, I want to see like actual like intricate cutscenes, because a lot of people were saying like one of the biggest complaints of Borderlands is like nothing really flowed together. Like you had cutscenes, but it involved like just dialogue boxes. So like
Destiny.
So I'd like to actually see some cutscenes in it. But like Borderlands was not a bad series, especially when you're doing co-op. I think the co-op on Borderlands is fire, but I agree with you, TBH, on like the like weapon variations. I would like to see like more weapons in there, but I would like to play it though. Co-op definitely.
I'd rather have like 50 to 100 unique weapons in the game that you have to grind and find versus having a gajillion weapons that are all the same.
Yeah, I mean, I would want to get rid of the monotony, because there's a certain like sense of repetition in like the Borderlands series where you have like a path to go through, and then each path has like an upgraded level, and then you get the new levels, and then you get the new skins, and then you have to find the rare thing. So it has the add-on, and then you just do it again and again and again. And then there's like little to no story that you really get attached to. So it's like, why are you even like in the world, essentially, instead of it like being like a 4 people thing going through like a game. So
it needs more cutscenes. I remember like when they would tell the story, like it would be like the first Titanfall, like somebody would just pop up on a box to the side, and like they'd be talking, but the thing is you're in the middle of a fight, so you never caught anything that they said. So yeah, they got to work on that too. Better presentation. But yeah, Forza Horizon 5, eh? Anybody?
Nah, you good.
Boom! Like a little car. All right, yeah. So that's what Walmart did, y'all. So look out for that. I believe that all these games are coming. Maybe Gears of War 5. I would have to see, but the rest of them, I believe they're coming. Last piece of Xbox news: Xbox continues to pursue the PC community. Discord has been implemented into Xbox. Why? Nobody knows, because you can't actually use the voice chat app on Xbox. So you're probably sitting there wondering like, well, why would you put Discord on Xbox? Apparently the point of this is when you log into your profile on Xbox, now your friends on PC can see that you're playing your Xbox games
and laugh at you.
Yeah. But other than that, you can't do anything. Like when you're on the Xbox, you can see what your friends are doing on PC, but unless they're gonna, because I mean the voice chat is better. Why didn't they put voice chat? I don't get the point of this shit. Are they gonna do that?
I feel like they will. I feel like they kind of gotta hash things out with Microsoft though, because I don't think that Microsoft wants to fully like eliminate the party chat. I don't know if they want to like give you a read, because I know they got Skype on there too, but I don't know how many people actually use Skype on Xbox. So I don't think since that didn't pop off, maybe they're still like open to having like third party voice apps, but I don't think that Microsoft is like truly ready to get rid of their voice chat, their party chat. So we'll see. I feel like it'll come though. I know that they're definitely talking about it. So we'll see if it does. Like I feel like it's gonna kind of be game over, and Sony's gonna have to follow suit.
I see Homeless in the chat. She said, "Give me this shit on PS4." Yeah, PS4 chat definitely needs Discord because that shit is awful on PS4. The group chat, it's just whew. I don't know how y'all use that with your little earbuds, but hang in there, PS4 community, hang in there. So yeah, if you guys want to download Discord for your Xbox and look at what your PC friends are doing and vice versa, there you go. Moving on to PlayStation news because the Xbox shit was kind of dry. May 2018 free PS Plus games as long as you keep playing for that PS Plus. It's looking a little weak, like I said in the title. For the PS4, you get Beyond Two Souls, pretty decent. But after that, you get King Oddball, Rayman Legends, pretty decent. PS3, you get Etham, King Oddball again, Risen 3, Titan Lords. I've heard the Risen series is fucking awful. It's like early access garbage. And then on the Vita, guys, remember that Vita? Huh? You get Furmans and King Oddball. I don't know what any of that shit is besides Rayman and Beyond Two Souls. You guys downloading any of these games? Yeah.
Well, King Oddball is I would say a glorified Angry Birds meets Bounty Rocks. So if you like that, you can go ahead and cop a copy. So that's
yeah, cell phone games on PS4. I don't know about that. So there's that, you guys. You can always, download those Xbox games because they're better. So there's your quick little hit right there. Moving on to more important PlayStation news. We are a month out from E3, but just like the previous thing that we talked about in the Xbox session, E3 news is leaking already. Sony has talked about what they're going to be doing for their press conference. They're not actually going to be doing a press conference this year. Instead, they're going for a more quote-unquote intimate PSX style, where I guess they're going to have developers on the couch and they're going to be talking more in-depth, showing more in-depth demos, which might sound cool, but the problem is they're only going to be showcasing 4 games. Those games include Death Stranding, which we've seen for the past 2 E3s. Get that the fuck out of here. Ghost of I don't know how to pronounce this. The Ghost of Japan. I'm gonna just call it that.
Wow, culturally
you know how to pronounce it, bitch.
Incredible.
At least I admit it instead of coming across as Tsushima. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, Tsushima.
Yeah, Ghost of My Hero Academia. There you go.
Wow.
And then
incredible.
Marvel Spider-Man, which we've seen the past 2 years, and then The Last of Us 2. The only one I'm really interested in seeing is The Last of Us 2. Maybe the Ghost of Boku no Hero, but what's the name? How you guys feel about this new approach? Calm, how you feel about this new approach to E3 Sony's taking?
They're trying to do what Nintendo's doing. I mean, like, Nintendo can like say, hey, we're gonna upload like a video about this one game and have a Nintendo Direct, and then you would see like, I don't know, 200,000 people current watching on YouTube. So they know the numbers of like, I guess, separating yourself from a big overarching like conference. So they
and the money
basically, yeah. So they're trying to eliminate like I guess a wait time, because that's what it is when you're like waiting for something on like the conference. You're like, okay, you have to know their time, and then you have to wait in front of all these other things, and then you get to whatever they got. But Nintendo can be like, well, we'll just do our own thing. We'll be over here, and then you can watch us anytime you want. So they're just trying to, I guess, capitalize on like viewership.
I feel that, and they to correct myself, they did say that after they do the 4 games, they're gonna show like, I guess, like a showcase of like indies and smaller games too. So there are gonna be other games there, but as far as AAA titles, from my understanding, it's only gonna be those 4 games, which makes me question: are there gonna be other games on the show floor, or is this really all Sony has to show?
Maybe.
That's all they got.
That's what you think, Ethos? Talk on it.
But still, fuck Sony on site, because what they did last year to us. So fuck them niggas. Glad they ain't getting a fucking thing. We already know. Well, now if I was an Xbox fan, I would go on this crazy idea conspiracy that Sony's losing. That's the reason why they don't have
I don't know my Xbox.
That's why they don't have a stage conference. But if it's anything like PSX, then that shit's gonna be trash. Like if they do the whole like, sit down and let's talk to that was the most boring shit I ever saw for like 2 hours.
They were hyping that up on Twitter too. That was my first time ever watching PSX, and it was awful.
It was awful. So if they copy the PSX format, it's going to be a straight, like, Sony's going to take the biggest L. I think it's just because I think they're in that, that cycle when like the games that they were pushing last year are already out, and now the games that they only teased last year, like only show like teaser trailers for, or and they didn't show real gameplay. Now they're gonna like show gameplay of them at this E3. So the only ones that they showed were these, four? Yeah, these four. The only one that maybe they could be holding back, they're holding for a surprise, is maybe that new game From Software is working on or announced. But that's like it.
Maybe that Square Avengers game we still haven't seen in a couple years.
Oh yeah,
that could be it. Yeah, they're working on it right now actually, but they're gonna wait till Tomb Raider's out and then they're gonna show that one probably.
Yeah. So this is started a whole conversation of every year like we do this. Is E3 becoming more and more irrelevant? Do you think with them taking this approach that people just don't care about E3, or they don't care at least?
Don't have Nintendo anymore. Yay. Activision doesn't do anything. Xbox
yeah,
is
it's
the only
still
thing left.
technically there.
No, they don't do no shit in the fucking, what is it called?
And nothing on the
Conference.
show floor, but they're across the street.
Yeah, they're gone. The worst part is think of all the people, all the poor gamers who are spending like hundreds of dollars to get there again.
Well, that was the argument of why they opened it up to the public, because so many vendors are leaving. They got to make their money up somehow, so they're opening it to the public to make up that money. But then when the fans get there, they see that nobody, all the vendors are gone. It's like, what the fuck? Psych, nigga. It's not what you thought.
It's a weird situation though, because I mean, gaming period is $1 billion industry, but E3, I guess it just doesn't have the same flair that it did when we were growing up. Cause like they really waited for everything. They waited for E3 to reveal everything, and now like with the power of social media, like you can't keep anything a secret these days.
I think it's just the leaks. Like everybody's snitching, so it's devaluing the actual thing. And then like let's say E3 does go away, then you got to be mad at the people who snitching, because it is annoying to see this shit a month out.
Yeah, and with that happening, when you see the leaks happening, it's like, well, why even spend millions of dollars to get this intricate setup on the show floor and have these conferences for people to come, and then like they already know the games that are coming out, so what's there to really show? And I also feel like maybe these developers just really don't have anything to show anymore. Like they're just running out of games to even like show us, and even the ones that they do show, they're just teasers, and we literally see nothing else for like 3 years, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're still making this game. You're like, what? Like I totally forgot about it. So
I think it's not even that. It's like it's not even really for developers, right? Like developers either we saw last year, like they either hide away or most of it, like the things that you see on the show floor, like and what they show here, like this is all pure publishers throwing money at. This is literally just the marketing engine working as hard as it humanly can on a week to make sure it gets its signal out the longest. And the problem is that all these companies, right, like they've become these $1 million companies, these $1 billion companies. They have the money that they already have the clout to do that by themselves. They don't need the name E3. They don't need all these names together in order to do that. Like
that's why Rockstar never shows up.
Yeah, Rockstar says fuck that shit. They don't need to do no conference. They don't need to say shit about what they're making. They just say, yeah, we do it, but it's not gonna be at E3. Like
you're still going to get the buzz. You're still going to get the buzz regardless, because there are millions of people going to make YouTube videos about whatever trailer comes out. You don't need E3 for that extra marketing anymore.
Why give a third part? It's like E3 is like a middleman. Why would you give the middleman $1 million, spend all this money moving your stuff there to show it off, the things you pay for marketing? Why you spend millions of dollars for only 3 days of marketing, when you can literally do the exact same thing for literally a quarter of the budget by bringing out a bunch of YouTubers who have like over 100K, and you can reach the same demographic amount of people?
Yeah, I think that's a new style. I think that's definitely like catching more people. It's just inviting out influencers yourself. Just do it yourself. It's not going to cost as much money to fly them out versus making this intricate setup at E3. So yeah, it's definitely a money thing, and people just realize that like this is the new wave. Like influencers do way more for you than actual journalists. Because
basically the internet ruined everything.
Yeah, it changed the landscape.
So hold up. In this conversation, can we give Nintendo a W for forward thinking?
Yeah, they were ahead of their time.
We're gonna have to.
They were actually ahead of their time. Yeah.
Shout out to Nintendo. Okay, you got to give them their clout. You got to, because everybody's copying.
Shout out to Switch Gang.
Everybody's copying.
Let's say Microsoft is next, but they are the American companies. So we got two Japanese companies, and then you got an American company that's still doing E3 conferences. So we'll see if they end up stopping it as well.
Right.
Yeah, with the conference,
they'll be the last one.
Unless they giving out free CPUs and GPUs, who cares? What's the name? So yeah, look out for the Sony press conference. When does it start? It's June 11th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. which is what 9 p.m. East Coast.
Yep.
So there you go. Look out for that. Other Shoney news. This is multi-plat, but DLC comes out first on PlayStation, so it's a PlayStation game now. Black Ops 4 is going to be different. I think the game is supposed to be revealed like on the 16th or something like that, or sometime soon. The rumor is that Black Ops 4 is not going to have a traditional campaign. Instead, they're going to be focusing on multiplayer content, which includes zombies. There's rumored to have a battle royale mode. I guess they're just focusing on more kill streaks and more modes and there's going to be many co-op missions, but let's pretend like this is true, because this is a rumor that hasn't been confirmed. The game hasn't been revealed yet. Are you guys okay with a multiplayer only kind of live service version of Call of Duty?
How much?
$60, bro.
Maybe. I mean, it's essentially what is it? Dang it! What was I thinking about? Counter-Strike. You know, it's the jump in and play, and then you just, you know, essentially just play the game. And so it's not really much of a story. They know no one's really paying attention to the Call of Duty story. Like, no one's like, oh my god, what's gonna happen to this character and this character and this character. So like, I mean, they know. So like, it's about the multiplayer, and that's how they got their money, and that's why there's such a huge, massive community behind Black Ops. So they're just giving, I guess, the people essentially what they want. You know, they don't really care about like story or anything. So
Real Dude said in the chat, what's the point of calling it Black Ops 4 if it doesn't even have a campaign to go off of? I feel you, it's not fair, but at the same point, they're probably doing it from a marketing standpoint. Yeah.
Why would you name anything else? Like, Black Ops is literally the top selling series for Call of Duty. Like, and probably, I think, review wise, it's the highest reviewed.
I'm okay with them going multiplayer only, because I mean, like, games like Overwatch have proven, you said
it works.
CSGO, it works to just be a live service.
Rainbow Six Siege.
Six Siege. My thing is, like, if they're not going to have the campaign and they're really focusing on the multiplayer, I want a lot of I want a lot more content now.
If they come out and they say, okay, we double down on every bit of content for multiplayer that we currently have, like what we expect every year, and they double down on it, and they get double, and they add this, and they add, let's say they do add a battle royale mode, whether you like it or not.
Bring back third person from Modern Warfare 2.
I want them to bring back, if they do have this content, they are adding just more, you know, multiplayer focused stuff. I want them to bring back Spec Ops missions from like what Modern Warfare 3 used to do, and like the Modern Warfare.
They said there's going to be co-op mini missions, so I would imagine there's going to be something.
They bring those back. Those were actually pretty fun. I would get. I mean, I'm a Black Ops fan. Like I loved 3. 2 I was cool with. 1 I fucking love. It's the best Call of Duty. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. It is. That is ain't no don't at me. I don't care. I don't care what you say.
I would say 2
how you feel about Modern Warfare. I don't care. The games were from an objective standpoint and a design standpoint trash. I do not care. Black Ops was the vastly superior Call of Duty. You can at me on Twitter about this. We can argue about it.
We know you like the little RC racer car. Okay,
I love that snipers took skill in Black Ops 1, and there's not one black person that tells you they did not like Black Ops 1. I've confirmed that. That is a fact.
I'm not a big Black Ops 1 fan.
You still were like, it's cool. You didn't say it sucks.
It's not garbage, but 2 and 3 are superior to me.
Not my favorite.
Bad. 3 I liked a lot. I did like. I know the microtransaction shit got really fucking annoying, but from a design standpoint, I really loved Black Ops 3. But Black Ops 1 was the go in my opinion.
When did you start playing Call of Duty, Ethos?
Oh shit. The first one I did was MW2, and then I went back to COD 4. I skipped World at War, and then I went to Black Ops 1, and then I went to Black Ops, and I kept playing all of them.
I started playing Call of Duty. I played the second one, then I played the first one on PC, and then I played some of the ones on Xbox. You remember those spin-off ones? Like it was like Red Line or some shit like that. Big Red. Yeah, I played all of those, and then I played Modern Warfare 2, like all of those leading up to Black Ops. I think it got to the point where like I had played like 6 or 7 already. I think I was just tired of it when I got to Black Ops.
Well, most of the time, from my talk to some people, they usually have this. It's usually because it's the first Call of Duty they bought, because that was the original adrenaline rush they got that made them love the games, and then that was usually the one that they always say is their favorite. That's why I usually hear.
That's when the Call of Duty community started really booming too.
Right, exactly. That's why I usually hear a lot of people say, "Well, it's Modern Warfare. It's Modern Warfare 2," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's when it really started to boom." But like, just me, just like I can't explain it. It was just like I guess it's really more nostalgia, but like the experience I had on like Black Ops, and it could have been just because I played it the most with a lot of friends, it was vastly superior to when I had like Modern Warfare 2 and when I was playing Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2. Like those games were, I can't explain. There's just a vibe about Black Ops 1 that's just, it's so different compared to all the other Call of Duties. Like not only was it story campaign,
The numbers.
I think Black Ops 1 story is by far the best in all the Call of Duties. I think it is actually the most well thought out and story written one. The characters are incredible in it. The multiplayer, in my opinion, was like very well done. Search and Destroy was fire. There was nothing in the game that I felt like I was just straight up cancer in Modern Warfare. I mean, in Black Ops 1 compared to like even Black Ops 2 had a lot of cancer in it. 3 was actually pretty solid. I didn't have anything I really got mad about in Modern Warfare or Black Ops 3. But like every Modern Warfare game, I was pissed about something about it in Modern Warfare 1 had like the noob tubing and the one-shot killing M16. Modern Warfare 2 had, oh my god, so much shit in it that was so much bullshit.
Yeah,
and
the
then
new tubing too.
it had the new tubing, it had the
One-man
one-man army, it had
right.
what else was the shit in there that was fucking broken? There was some other shit in there. Like
Hop into a game and 7 helicopters in the sky.
Helicopters murdering you.
Yeah, the hacking.
The
was
hacking
bad. But it was bad on
Modern
Modern
Warfare
Warfare.
Shout out to the hackers. I was one of them.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
No, I never did no seriously. I used to do the hack that you could change your name without paying Xbox Live.
Yeah.
So then I would change my name to like Jesus or Angry Black Guy. So then it would say you got killed by an Angry Black Guy.
The whole prestige lobby shit. It was just the most cancerous. It was literally the most memest cancerous part of like the Call of Duty like era. But it was like people loved it because it was a sequel to
Commando
the first one. Yeah, Commando was. I have to go back and play, but I'm pretty sure there's so many things I could list that were wrong with MW2. And then MW3 was just pure ass cancer. Like I hate that game with a passion. I'm pretty sure like my blood pressure went up 20 hikes after playing that game.
Yeah, about for the worst one.
That game was, I hated that game. Ghost was just Ghost was so bad. They don't ever talk about Ghost.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. It's literally a ghost.
It's literally a ghost. They won't make a game. I could have sworn for a second. I thought Ghost was so bad that they were going to remove the Ghost perk from the game because they just didn't want the word Ghost anywhere near Call of Duty. It was just like that bad of a
Why are these maps so big? Is this Battlefield?
Trying to copy Battlefield. I was like, what were you thinking, bro? And then what happened after that? Sledgehammer came in after that?
Yeah, with the Advanced Warfare shit. All their games suck, bro.
I liked Advanced Warfare, but a lot of people hated it. But I liked it because it was fast-paced crackhead type of shit.
I didn't like World War II either.
I haven't played World War II. Didn't pick it up. Which is, you know what's funny? I watched a podcast where when we were talking about World War II after playing the beta, me and JG said we were probably gonna get it, and you were like, "Nah, I'm good." But like, it actually flipped. You were the only one that bought it, and I don't think JG and I bought it.
Yeah, I think I got it on sale or something like that because the people in the Discord wanted to play.
Yeah,
so I was like, whatever, I got it. But like, and the context of the game was just awful. I'm like, are there red dots? I'm not a historian, but I'm pretty sure there were no red dots in World War II.
There's a lot of inaccuracies in World War II.
Yeah. There was like, did you see the scene in World War II where so all throughout like the soldiers are harassing the black guy, and then at the end he shakes his hand. I was wrong about you, brother. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit, bruh. You'd have called his ass a nigger, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Your game was just stupid, bro. And then they put the women in there. Like, shout out to the ladies, but it just, the historical inaccuracy. It didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work. But shout out to Call of Duty. Black Ops 4. People in the chat were saying that the reveal is actually on the 17th. Today's the 13th, which we're recording this.
So Thursday then?
Yeah, I said 16th, but they corrected me. Yeah, so the reveal is Thursday on the 17th.
I'm gonna see it.
Look out for that. We'll definitely
buy it. I'll
looking out for
probably
that.
buy it.
But it is what it is. Moving on to other PlayStation. Last little bit, they're probably just gonna laugh at this. So like 4 years later, H1Z1 has finally come to PlayStation 4. Wait for it, in beta. You guys, signing up for that beta battle royale?
Finally in beta, they at least did what I said that they weren't going to do. I said that they were never going to go to beta, so I was wrong on that one.
What was that other game they said it was going to come to PS4 that was on PC, and it's still not on there yet?
It was DayZ. It was DayZ, right?
Was it DayZ? Is DayZ on PS4?
No, that game's like still in alpha, ain't it?
I don't know, man. I can't keep up.
I don't even think people.
I think it was DayZ. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh man,
they're saying DayZ in the chat.
Oh
yeah, it was DayZ.
So my question is, do you think that, because let's not act like H1Z1 did have its own little movement before
For PUBG
before
took over.
PUBG ate them up.
Yeah,
Yeah, like you think the PS4 community could revitalize this?
No.
Nah, I think the Fortnite is just way too hot. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere.
Hot. I feel you. So I mean, it's there. I mean, if you guys want to sign up for the beta, we got the link on the site. Just search H1Z1. I'm sure the article will come out. I just wanted to put that out there if you guys actually care to play that. Moving on to Nintendo news, Nintendo has finally announced their plan for their online infrastructure. It's launching September 2018, so this fall. It'll be $20 a year. And with that, well, actually, hold on. Look at the prices. I think that's one of them. So yeah, it's $4 a month. 3 months is $8, and then for a year it's $20. Or you can get the family membership, which just $35. Yeah, so 20 a year. Yeah.
What do I get?
So yeah, here's what you get. Online play, of course. You get the Nintendo Entertainment Network system, which is I think what they're calling their new virtual system. So you'll get like all the old games that you can play on your thing. You'll get cloud backup.
Oh thank God.
You'll get the Nintendo Switch online app, so you can have talk to your friends through your phone while you play online. And then special offers, discounts, and stuff like that. $20 a month. I was looking at this and I was like, that's not a bad price. I mean, my bad. I was like, that's not a bad price. My problem is they don't have any online games to play. I don't care about Splatoon. I don't care about ARMS.
What about Smash? You gonna act like Smash ain't about to come out?
Pokemon?
Okay, I'll get it when Smash Bros comes out.
You act like when Smash Bros
Until Smash Bros comes out, I don't
people
know,
will
bro.
slam that $20 down so fast.
What other games is Nintendo do you want to play online, bro?
Just Smash Brothers.
Xenoverse 2?
Xenoverse 2.
Yeah, it's on Switch.
Play that on your PC.
I don't have it on PC. I never played it.
Filthy casual. Maybe Mario Tennis. I think I might get that.
Oh yeah, Mario Tennis looks fire.
It did look alright.
Yeah, that was good, actually, yeah.
Prime. Oh, if Prime 4 has multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
you're
a
right.
Pokemon game. What if that has multiplayer too online?
We'll have to see what that ends up being, but yeah, that would be
I'll throw
one.
20 down. If they got
That could be one right there.
online, the Prime 4 online, I'm in there. Oh, and Monster Hunter's coming to Switch. That means that's another multiplayer game.
I don't care about Monster Hunter.
No one asked for your opinion.
Not on the Switch. I don't think.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
rather
saying
play
it's
it
on the Switch.
PC.
It's not that one. It's a different one. It's not the world.
Yeah, since the last podcast, I don't know if you guys know, but Ethos has become a
Switch master
console
race,
pleb.
bitch. This shit is incredible. The Switch, let me tell you, the Switch does things better than the PS4.
I feel like I gotta put some church music over this guy. Right
Let me tell you.
Testify about your Switch.
About to
If
give
my
you an
mouse
ad
without my
about the
PC,
Switch.
I've had to appreciate consoles on such an intimate level that it hurts. I bought my Switch back in March, and let me tell you, this shit is incredible. I've been able to take a shit with this thing. I've been able to go on a plane to PAX with this thing and not get bored. Rocket League is on this thing. What did I have on this? I was playing Xenoblade 2, Chronicles 2, whatever it is. That shit is fire. I played Zelda. I don't know about Zelda. I'm still mad about it. What else is there? My friend got Mario Odyssey, so I'm gonna just take it off his hands. Look, this shit is incredible, and Bayonetta's on here is fucking incredible. The Switch is a great console. If you can get it for $320 or $225, like I did myself, you need to cop it immediately because. Yeah, you don't get 60 frames per second most of the time. Yeah, you don't get, the most beautiful graphics. But what you get is portability. And that is something that is priceless, bro. That's what the Vita was ahead of its time. And I keep saying that because literally the Switch is what the Vita could have been. All they needed was the games. The Switch is getting the games. Look, all the third-party publishers, the Switches have sold like a motherfucker last year. People have Switches. They want to play their third-party games on the Switch. I want Call of Duty on the Switch. If Call of Duty appears, if Black Ops 4 is on the Switch, I'm buying it. I'm not getting a PS4. I'm getting it on Switch so I can play it wherever I want to go. What else is there? I don't care what else. If there's any other third-party games, you need to put them on the Switch. Bethesda's doing it right. Everybody else need to hop on this. EA, we don't give a fuck about you, bro, because you be fucking up anyway. So you don't need to be over here. Just bring it to the Switch. It is a superior console, and I'm gonna tell you why it's better than the PS4. Check it. On PS4, if I wanted to share and edit a clip and upload it to Twitter, I have to literally cancel out of the game. If I make a clip, I have to literally close the game. I have to go inside their editor. I have to edit it. Then I have to upload it through their shitty ass network card. The Switch lets you keep your game playing while editing a clip, while taking screenshots, and uploading to Twitter. Obviously, the Switch is the superior console. That is all.
So how much did Reggie pay you for that?
Who, Reggie? He said I'm gonna get a preview of Smash 4 at E3, so
True.
it's a fair deal, boy. It's a fair deal.
Shout out to Reggie.
Oh, and if they announce Dragon Ball Fighters on the Switch, it's a wrap. It's the definitive version. Period. It's not gonna matter on PS4. It's not gonna matter on Xbox. It's not gonna matter on PC. They're only gonna play it on the Switch. That's every fighter.
Like
every fighter. Where am I wrong? Am I wrong? Every fighter should be on the Switch. Fighting games would be awesome on the Switch.
Competitive players are not going to play on the Switch,
I don't care
You lost me at that point.
I don't care what competitive
well,
players
I mean, but that's literally the fan
The
base.
Switch is the
player,
ultimate experience for your friends, for your family. I can play with my brother. Me and my brother played, what was that shit called? 1-2 Switch. It was incredible. We bonded. We had a great time.
Oh my goodness.
It was, if I had recorded it would have been video of the year because it was fucking hilarious. Imagine Huey and Riley playing 1-2 Switch. It was fucking incredible. The game, the thing is just great, bro. It's a great console.
Stop, I say, Reggie. Shout out to you for cutting the check.
Cut the check to GI. Let us go to the treehouse. We're trying to go to the treehouse.
I will say, to add on to what you were saying, I've had my Switch for like 4 months or something like that, and I played like one game, and then I've just it's just been sitting there. I've been waiting for a game since Mario. I took it for the first time to me.
It's great,
with me on a
it?
trip. I had a 7-hour flight, and I'm not gonna lie, it made a 7-hour flight feel like 3 hours. I'm not gonna lie. Like after that, I was like, okay, I'm Switch gang. We
went to PAX.
I will say, if you travel a lot, whether it's in the car or in a plane, you need a Switch. All you got to do is get the cord off Amazon for $7 that lets you charge it off the USB.
On the go.
And let you charge it on the go, and your don't worry about the battery dying. It won't
be fine.
Because planes have the USB charger. So I'm Switch gang. I can admit it.
You get like, there's not one person who's bought a Switch who's been like, yo, this shit is trash. Can't find one. Not one. Because they're all like, it is a genuinely good console. Like it is. I'm very surprised because I really thought like this thing could have gone really bad or really good. All they need now is just to take all the games, because this thing could. I think it can definitely beat Xbox next year, and I think it has the potential this E3 to outdo Sony. Actually, I'm positive it's going to outdo Sony.
What's that cable called? USB-C to USB-C. It's like $7 on Amazon. What's the name? Yeah, like I played Breath of the Wild 30,000 feet in the air. I'm telling you.
If you need a charger, I'll link y'all a video. What was it? Digital Foundry did a video of like 4 different battery packs that you can buy, and they're all under $50, so they're cheap.
But you don't even need those battery packs. Just get the cord to charge your shit and just leave it on.
Yeah, but like, you know, if you do go into a plane that doesn't have, or if you're like, you live in one of those cities where it's like mass transit, like New York, you might need a brick, and like you can get one for really cheap, and it'll give you like 7 more hours on your Switch. So if you ain't got a Switch by now, you need to get one.
That was like some master selling, dog. Jeez.
It's great. It's like
I don't think anybody needs one right now. Maybe when Smash Bros come out.
I'm still waiting on Smash Brothers or Metroid or
that sounds like you need to get it. That means you're getting it.
I'm gonna get it eventually.
I'm telling you, at E3 this year, there's not gonna be a damn person in the right mind that's gonna be like, after they see this lineup and be like, yo, I don't need a Switch.
And the best part is it's not that big either. Like when I was on the plane, it fit in the little pocket, like right below the tray.
Shit in your pocket, bro.
Like I have a little carrying case. Like it's really not bad to take on a trip. Like,
you know the best feature about this shit that's surprising is the detachable controller is actually the most lit shit I never would have thought about that.
You can put it on the table tray and your monitor doesn't move if you're
tired of like holding it, like, you know, when it gets heavy in your hand, you can literally, you know, set it up on there. I didn't think that was smart. I was like, why am I gonna do this shit? It's incredible, bro. I can sit back in my bed just with the controllers.
It's
incredible.
It's incredible. I love this shit.
I love Japan.
It's great. Buy a Switch today. Look, every time the Switch is on sale, I'm gonna retweet it. So follow me on Twitter. I will find you a Switch for under $270. I will help you find one. I promise you.
And honestly, one more thing, like you were talking about like the graphics not being the best. To be honest, the graphics look fine to me, because not even decent. They look fine because the screen is smaller.
Yeah.
So like
it's until you put it on the big
pixels
screen,
are more condensed,
and you start to notice it. But like,
yeah, when you put it on the TV, you'll notice it. But on the actual pad, it looks fine.
Fine, it's great.
It is what it is.
Wait, there's more.
But ain't nobody buying that Lobo shit, whatever that.
Yeah, I don't condone that shit.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Reggie. We don't know about that. So there's your glowing review of the Nintendo Switch from GI. Oh wait, I got 2 pieces of
It's incredible. Ethos 2018.
Actually has to do with the Switch. First quote unquote image leaked from this Nintendo game. It hasn't been confirmed, not Nintendo, from Pokemon Switch. It hasn't been confirmed whether or not this is true, but according to the person that leaked this on Twitter, this is what the game's going to look like. They've already confirmed that a Nintendo Switch Pokemon game is coming. I don't even know what to think of this. Like,
now, are you even going? Now, you think people ain't gonna buy that if that's actually real?
I mean, the graphics look fire, but like, what's the gameplay like?
What if it's like
What
you
is
can
the
control
game?
them and
Yeah.
shit?
Like, you mean like actually controlling the what is that, Vaporeon or
like
something that?
somebody said it was gonna be like Pokken mixed with like old school like Pokemon. Like somebody said it was gonna be a
Pokken
mix
mixed
of
with
both. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird, but that's I heard some people say that.
That kind of
that's what
sounds
I
like
remember.
Dragon Ball not
Hero?
Heroes, Dragon Ball Fusions, where like it was part
Part,
RPG,
like, RPG
tactical
part-
RPG,
yeah,
but then
yeah.
there was a little bit of fighting that you can control in there.
This
Yeah.
screenshot looks like, I don't know, it looks like some like Final Fantasy, like some new school Final Fantasy type stuff. I don't know,
What if-
but like
what
if you
if that
can
shit's
actually
running on a real
move
engine?
around and do that, I think that'll be cool. But
They
They're
you
saying
don't
in the
know.
chat it's fake.
I don't
Yeah,
care if
I
it's
mean,
fake.
yeah, they
What
were
if
saying
it
that
could
was
be
fake,
real?
but-
What if it is real?
Anything's possible with
Anything's
the Switch.
possible
Get
with
this,
the
get this guy out of here,
Switch.
bro.
Oh my goodness, yo! This man just got his PC back. He's still raving about the Switch.
Switch is great.
So we know that a Pokemon game is coming. Let's say this is fake. What do you want from a Pokemon game on Switch?
An actual
Okay, first
deep
off-
story. Oh yeah, go ahead. You go ahead.
Yeah. First off, we all have been waiting for some type of like, I guess, world
MMO.
game where yes, that's the future of this game. I mean, that's its actual eventuality. Essentially, you have to go out and then meet people, and then with the Switch, with the Switch's compatibilities, I guess you can go out into
Locally?
the world and then just kind of like battle
It could be
people.
Pokemon
I mean,
Go, but actually good.
but that's what I would kind of want from it. Like that would be the ultimate experience, and I think they could do it with this console. I don't see why they couldn't. So it would be pretty nice. I mean, that's what they need to do. For me to buy the Switch, for me to buy the whole game, get the $20, all of it. That's what I want. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Absolutely. You gotta remember, a lot of people are surprised that I'm praising Switch, but you gotta remember, where were we last year around this time? What did I go on a rant about? I said, Nintendo, if you want to win, you gotta do these things. What I said, you need a Metroid. They did it. They listening to me. All we need is that Pokemon MOBA. Nintendo, if you make a Pokemon MOBA, the Switch, it's best. It's going to beat League of Legends. It's over. Just give us a Pokemon MMO. Give us a Pokemon MOBA. What else we got? Oh, and throw a Doom guy in Smash. That's all. That's what I want. I want Doom guy in Smash.
Somebody
Bethesda
say, somebody say, control your hype, Ethos, before you get Mass Effect Andromeda again.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I like Mass
I think
Effect
you
Andromeda.
do.
I
think you
stand
do
by
though.
that game. I like that game. No one can tell me shit. I do not care. The Switch is great. Switch is great. Has the
Ever
Switch
si-
ever let you down?
Ever since you stopped making YouTube videos, you become less jaded. I don't know how I feel about that.
Because I'm done with YouTube. It's trash.
He done with
Right.
he done with
Stop
the
using
cancer on there.
You tried
That's
that.
good.
Let me tell you, TBH.
Is quitting YouTube the key to being less stressed in
TBH,
life?
I swear to God, I remember I talked to you about this. You went on a short hiatus. You stopped doing YouTube videos, I think, for like a week or so, or a month, and you were on Twitch a lot. And you told me, you were like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel stress free. Like it's very, I feel comfortable. It's great. It's great. You can just enjoy shit now. It's not about where that next video coming from. It's not dealing with all these people on YouTube trying to one up each other and cause
Spending
all this drama.
24
It's
hours
great.
editing a video just to
You
be
ain't gotta
told
go
it
through the
sucks.
comment section and catch cancer anymore. It's fucking phenomenal. It's just beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
True. Leaving YouTube is the key to freedom.
It's your freedom, bro.
It was a choice to be a YouTube slave.
It was. Wake up, be woke. Free thinker. Free thinking ethos here.
Shout out to the Discord. If you're not part of our Discord, support us on Patreon at patreon.com/GI updates. I caught this one literally right before the show and I added it to the notes. Somebody actually it was Tryhard Black Guy. He posted in the Discord a new update for the Smash Brawl mod came out called Legacy XP 2.0. I'm gonna play the trailer on the screen and this shit is wild. It added like all new characters. It added Geno, a new Ganon, Metal Sonic, Shadow, Waluigi. What are you laughing at, bro?
He said 4 years of YouTube. That sounds like a choice.
He ain't lying though.
What's the name?
He ain't lying.
I'm not gonna lie. This kind of looks better than what Nintendo's doing. At least with like the last Smash Bros. We were talking about this like off stream. Like, how y'all feel about this mod? Like, is this something you would actually try out?
MCA.
Yo. Exactly,
Okay.
dude. They finally brought Waluigi into this little. You know, it's awesome.
Am I the only one that feels like Waluigi needs his own game now?
Yes, exactly.
He's always
I'm surprised they had that one yet.
Didn't they make a what's the other guy's name?
What are you talking about, Wario?
Wario. Didn't they make a Wario game?
They made tons of more Wario games. What are you talking about?
But
Wario's
those
been
are
around since the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a game for him. Like he
Those
was
are the
like
party
the main,
games, though.
not party. I'm talking like he
No.
is like
He has his own
game.
platformer games on Game Boy.
Oh,
I remember
yeah,
it was one of the
yeah,
first games
yeah.
I played.
Well, yeah,
not
they
on-
should.
not on
He has done a
console
lot
yet.
of different games.
They should have been done one for Waluigi.
Yeah, I don't know
He
why.
needs his own platformer, is what I mean.
Yeah, that would be pretty lit. Yeah.
I mean, they got Ridley on there. They got two different types of Ridley. Like they changed the
Ridley,
way the combos work. They got Pichu on it. Like it looks pretty good, man.
The only thing that sucks about this is I was looking in the description box and like I think you need a copy of Brawl. You have to put this on an SD card and shit. The way this man put it in the Discord, he made it seem like you could just download it and play online on PC.
I
got excited.
That'd be illegal.
Yeah, you gotta do some extra stuff.
Alleged nothing. Look at all these characters.
Should I
bro.
just
It's
not
like-
condone?
So you think? What characters y'all want to see in the new Smash? Because it's gonna be at E3. You know it is.
One Doom guy. That would just be funny.
Doom guy. Does he even have a face?
Yeah, he has a face. He's a person. Wears the helmet all the time.
So
I mean, if you
Master
put
Chief.
Doom on Switch, I feel like it's fitting. I mean, if they got Bayonetta on it, I'm like anything is possible at this point. But might as well.
They
Let's
have
get Doom in
Cloud. They have
Yeah.
Snake. I mean,
Why
it'd be
not?
cool to have Goku. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it out.
Everyone
there.
wants Goku.
Everybody wants him. I mean,
Everybody wants fucking Goku. He's gonna be broken.
That's a
bro.
balance issue, though. Like, how does
That's
that
a hell
work?
of a balance
If you put Goku in there, you got to put
I was
Superman
like,
too.
Star Killer.
Goddammit.
Let Star Killer go, bro. He's
Star
not
Killer would
relevant.
be fire. That would.
He's
be fire.
not relevant anymore, bro. LucasArts and Disney just killed him. He's not a real character anymore.
I said Banjo Kazooie. That'd be fire.
Not Splatoon.
Don't they have to buy him back?
Kratos
though?
will never happen. Bro.
That will
Stop.
never happen. That's a Sony.
That's a Sony thing. Yeah.
T'Challa. Yeah, let's
Maybe
put T'Challa
PlayStation
in.
All Stars 2. You think they'll ever make another PlayStation All Stars?
Nah,
I'd be surprised.
I don't think so. I think they realized that they failed with the first one.
They should have just made it a straight up Smash ripoff. I would have not been mad.
Yeah.
Me
Me
neither.
neither, actually. Me
Who is this Geno guy? I've never seen this dude before.
Oh, he's from Super Mario RPG.
Oh, that shit.
It was one of the last
Okay.
games that came out on Super Nintendo. It's actually good.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
Yeah, that's the only game he's ever appeared in.
Yeah.
It's one of those
Interesting.
neckbeard trivia questions.
You know what? Fuck it. Maybe Kratos could. If you could get Rayman and a Mario in the one game, fuck it. Anything is possible at this point.
Well,
They
Ubisoft
put-
is
they
third
put
party.
Kratos on PlayStation
Rayman's
All
owned by
Stars.
Ubisoft.
Who knows? Who knows? Fuck it. Like, no one knew that game could ever happen. So at
Kratos
this
is
point,
owned by
anything's possible.
Sony Santa Monica. It's not
It doesn't.
happening, bro.
It doesn't matter.
It's owned by Sony.
Snake was always on Sony's platforms. Like anything is possible. At
But
this
that was
point.
a third party. That's
I
made
don't
by
care.
Konami. They're
It's
not
possible.
owned by Sony,
It's
bro.
possible.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
care.
third party though. It
Anything
went
is
to it
possible.
went to
Depth
the
of an
Nintendo
industry.
console anyway.
Anything is possible with Nintendo.
The game went on the
This
GameCube.
nigga just
bro.
found so much hope in his life ever since that Switch came out, boy.
Nintendo is such a great console. Oh, they could put Noctis in it.
You could
Well,
put
he's in
Noctis
Tekken. That's
anyway.
like an add-on.
Yeah, you're not
I
gonna
mean,
bring
they
it
can't put him in
into.
Smash.
They're gonna probably do that though. I'm sure.
Oh, if they put
I'm
2B
sure.
in it, oh my god. I would
2B, I can see that.
I
Yeah.
will put. No, they need to put 2B in Soul Calibur. She is perfect for that game. She
Oh,
needs
yeah,
to be in
that's
Soul
right.
Calibur.
Yeah.
She needs to be in it. She would be the perfect character for it.
True,
Yeah.
true. They say Ethos should be a Smash character.
Yeah, make me a
Sensational.
Smash character, bro. Put me in, Reggie. I'll call
Sensational.
Him on,
Oh, hell nah.
That's all I got on the what's the name? PC news. Let's move on to.
You mean Nintendo
My bad,
news?
Nintendo. Let's move on to PC news. Fortnite. They've re-added the 50v50 mode. It was supposed to be new and improved. What did they improve? Because I played it and I didn't really see anything.
So what they did, they try to make it like not so convoluted. Because in the first mode, like everybody was just all over the place. You could see indicators of where your teammates were, but it was just people all over the damn map. So they added a battle line and so you can land safely on your side of the map. So like if you're in the red bus or the blue bus, you can
that's right. And then you had to collect the materials and stuff.
Right. You collect whatever guns you want, and then you'll end up meeting in the middle of the map, and then you'll just fight it out.
Yeah, I didn't like that shit.
You forgot to plug
I spent 10 minutes collecting materials just so I ran in the middle and got murked, bro. I didn't like it.
Well, that was you.
That was you, bro.
I just felt like I felt like the collection was maybe a little too long. Maybe cut it down to 5 minutes. 10 just felt a little too long to be collecting materials.
I didn't even wait that long, to be honest. Like, I just got a couple materials, then I went
got a gun and just started running at them.
And then, like,
so you can't do, okay.
Yeah, you don't got to build. You just run.
Yeah, you don't got to build. And then the tryhard dudes, they got on the other side. They were like, fuck it, I'm just going to go straight on the other people's side and then just, test my luck.
Yeah. Also, we have to give a special shout out to Nomad and Siggy. They have a Fortnite podcast now.
Oh yeah, it's called Where Are We Landing? Yeah.
Yes.
It's on the GI channel, youtube.com/GI updates. And they also added Thanos into the game, of course, in celebration of the Infinity War film. From my understanding, one person gets the gauntlet and then they can jump up, ground pound, and then if you kill them, you can wear the gauntlet. And it's still like Battle Royale, last man standing wins. Do y'all feel like Thanos is OP?
Kind of weak.
He was OP at first, and then they made him weak.
He's kind of weak as shit.
They nerfed him to hell.
Yeah, like I played him. I got a chance to play him, and I was like, I played him after they nerfed him, and I think before I guess they nerfed him again today or
they nerfed him 2 times at least.
Yeah, and he's not as strong as you think he is. Like
I didn't like that they made it for the solos. I thought it'd be funny if they put him in squads. For shits and giggles, that'd be funny.
That's what I was.
That's what I
You
wanted.
see a team, all full team pull up with Thanos. That'd be pretty funny.
I'm not even interested in the solo mode, to be honest. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
It's like, most people that are playing duos are up. Like, what are you doing? At least duos, I think.
I was hoping that they would have utilized some other stones, because they really only utilized the power stone and I guess the space stone for the high jumping and but I was like,
punch the shit out of people. Yeah.
But then again, as soon as I saw that this was a game mode, I was like, you know what? Like, Thanos is gonna be dumb OP if he could utilize
him the reality
all the stones.
Stone, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could fuck with people. Like he could act like you're building something. Like create buildings.
Like how the port is, but like he just creates it.
Yeah, he could like just knock the building down that you just made.
My thing is like,
that'd be some dope shit.
Because they did this, and like they didn't bring Iron Man or like Captain America. They started off with going off with one of the most god tier characters in the Marvel universe, and they clearly have a relationship with Marvel. Do you think it's possible, like, say when the Spider-Man game comes out, maybe there'll be a Spider-Man mode or something like that? Will we see more Marvel characters?
The sky's definitely limited.
Because I could actually see Peter like spinning around people's buildings and shit, like swinging around and like jumping off the top. That'd be kind of cool.
Because they said that the Russo,
that'd be cool.
They said the Russo brothers were huge fans of Fortnite, and that's how this came about.
And they like money, so
right. Like, why not? I was hoping they would have brought some skins in there, man, but they didn't do it.
And now we move to our short little segment called "What do you think is Brendan from PUBG thinking about right now?"
How to monetize even further.
How can I make more money off
exclusive
PUBG?
Iron Man suits? Just fly around the battlefield blowing everybody the fuck up with a unibeam.
Man, if you do that stuff, then it's going to really become an H1Z1, because H1Z1 is like the arcade-ish type of mode with all those crazy skins and stuff. And if you end up doing that, then that's going to take the realism out of PUBG. So like, he's kind of limited.
Might chat in an Avengers Fortnite mode.
That'd be dope.
Just have all the characters. Everybody plays a different one with a different role. Have Cap throwing his shield at people's forts and shit. That'd be kind of fire.
Bouncing off of their walls and destroying them. That'd be fire.
Having fucking T'Challa climbing up the walls. That'd be kind of fire, bro.
I'm like, what type of game is this?
Well, they have vibranium in the game now.
They do?
Yeah.
We call it vibranium.
We call it vibranium.
Wait, shut the fuck up.
It's the meteor that hit. Like, if you take it, you basically get like Black Panther powers.
Yeah, you get to jump high and
okay. Interesting.
Wakanda forever.
So 50-50. Yeah, it's there. I'm personally not a big fan of it, but I think the fact that they added the Thanos, I'm not even a big Fortnite fan. The fact that they added Thanos, though, I do think that's cool. Like, you can't hate on that. They're out there doing something positive that no other game is doing. It's one of those things. Is like I feel like every week we have this conversation. Like, how are they going to top it? And they did it again with Thanos. Like, how do you think they're going to top Thanos?
Man, I don't know.
Which
the Switch.
Oh yeah,
Switch
bring it
Switch
up.
version.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they have not done a Switch version.
They're
at this
working
point.
on it.
The game
They're
feels like
definitely
it's just
working on it.
made for the Switch.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did mobile first, and then
Yeah,
after that,
they
Switch is
definitely-
definitely coming next.
They're probably trying to push 60 on it. That's probably what's taking them a long
And then you
time.
gotta talk to Nintendo, and sometimes
Because
they don't
Nintendo
want
wants
certain
this.
things in it.
This is a Nintendo game. Like
It's
that's
super
a-
kiddie.
Yeah, it's arcadey. It's cartoony. It's colorful. This is literally up Nintendo's block.
Yeah, literally no blood on it, so it's good
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah, they had the hearts of, or the eyes of the children right now. All children are playing Fortnite because it's free to play, and so you
Yeah.
can just jump in. So what they're gonna do, I think, is gonna add more celebrities. They got Drake, who
Oh yeah, they're gonna do that. Yeah.
who personally I think doesn't. I don't think he actually plays. He's making a new album, so that's why he hopped on the most popular thing that children are going to be looking at. And
As
so,
a marketing. Oh, that's smart.
yeah, like I think that was the
And-
move. I don't know. That's my theory on it. I don't know.
And who
But-
better go at than the biggest
Right, the
Fortnite
biggest,
streamer that there is? Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly? So
But imagine, yeah.
But no,
So,
he,
I mean,
he
yeah.
said that he said that it was genuine. I don't know for sure, but that's
Yeah.
what he said.
But if he had
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
if this thing comes to Nintendo, like imagine if they have like a Metroid skin or like you could be Star Fox or some shit, or a skin like
Yeah.
that, like how they
Yeah,
did with
see, that'd be
Bayonetta.
cool.
That would be like people would be like, "Yo, that's lit," and they have to get the Switch.
The question is, do you think it would be crossplay with the other versions? Like,
Yeah,
like if you're on
Rocket League
PC,
is
will
like
you
that.
be able to see those Metroid skins though?
That's the question. But Metroid's like that. So like Metroid has Nintendo specific skins, and I think you can see them because it's crossplay.
Hmm.
So it's possible.
I'd play on the Switch.
Yeah, I'd play them, but shit.
So,
Taking a shit and I get Battle Royale #1 while taking a shit. It's
We're
incredible.
giving you ideas, Nintendo. Y'all need to listen. Reggie, I know you listen to the podcast. Not really, but come on now.
No, I got my speed dial. I'll hit him up.
You got him? All right. Tell him I said stop. I said, man.
All right.
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Other PC news. Steam is coming out very soon, like in the next week or two. And they randomly just announced this too. I did not expect this. Valve announced that they're coming out with an app where you'll be able to stream your games from your computer to your phones. So basically, the people who bought that, what was that Steam thing? Didn't you get one of those? The little box that lets you stream.
Oh, the Steam Link?
Yeah, sucker. Yeah. So they're releasing
Hey,
an
I
app
use
for
that
free.
shit. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, they're releasing that app for free. Fuck
Well,
you.
I
I'm
don't
gonna get
give
the
a
same
shit. That's
thing.
not on my TV, is it? Exactly.
But I can
Shut
just
up.
I can use
No.
my Chromecast to beam it, bitch. So
No,
what are you
you
talking
can't,
about?
bitch. Go ahead, try that shit. See if it works.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The point is they're coming out with an app that's gonna allow you to stream your PC games to your phone. And I think this is pretty dope because I actually have a Bluetooth controller for my cell phone. So in theory, I should be able to use a controller and lie in my bed and play my PC games.
Is this anywhere?
Anywhere in your house, you got to be on your connection, obviously.
I'm waiting for
And they
the
said you
Wi-Fi.
need a strong connection. You'll be able to stream up to 4K 60 FPS. They said from the app.
But if I can't go out into the world with it, why would I do it?
Maybe you need to get on. Maybe you're like in the middle of a boss fight in The Witcher, and you got to shit. And, you just bring your phone. There you go, and your controller, and then you take an extended shit.
Excuse me, sir. I have my Switch. I don't need a phone now.
The Switch doesn't have The Witcher. What are you talking about?
I'm not gonna be playing The Witcher, taking a shit.
Well, maybe when you're in the middle of a Rainbow Six Siege match and you need to blow a hole in the wall, but you also got to blow a hole in the toilet. You bring it to the toilet with you.
I think
They
your
can make
teammates are
it
gonna report
tactical
you at that point if you play on a Switch or you play on your phone. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna go on my phone. No, it's literally like when you play Fortnite and someone says, "Hey, can I play with you?" Sure, and you see the little mobile phone icon.
like,
No,
oh, no. Boy,
You
going to
gotta
rethink
go.
this one.
You can't.
No, my
play.
guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No.
So wait, so this is like a app to have the streaming, I guess, like link come to your phone. So your phone is now broadcasting your
You don't need
stream.
the stream link, the little box. It's simply download the app, connect it to your Steam account, and then over your Wi-Fi connection, you beam the image from your PC to your phone.
Why does
So
it say
is
in the
it-
article I can works best with over 5 gigahertz?
Well,
Oh,
you
is
can
that
have a strong
the
connection.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
the Wi-Fi
yeah.
gig. Okay.
You want to have a strong Wi-Fi connection. They were saying.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
People with FiOS probably. Fiber.
So essentially, could you like stream your game onto Instagram?
What do you mean?
Like because it's gonna be on your phone, couldn't you capture what's happening on your phone
And live stream on Instagram.
Oh yeah.
That's like, I think that might be their move here. I mean, social media is like incredible. So you can stream on Twitch, obviously. You can stream on Facebook. You can do that, I think, with the computer. I don't know, but like Instagram or like these other apps that have, or like Snapchat or something, like maybe it's that they're trying to, I guess, connect the gaming world onto the mobile world as much as possible, because they know that there's so many people with phones. Even if you don't have a PC, you have a phone. So I mean, essentially, if you can like put it on your phone, then you can watch like your favorite streamer stream on Instagram, and then you can, whoever is streaming can even make more, I guess.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, because you could
viewership.
screen cap your phone, especially on iOS. It's really easy. So yeah,
So-
I can
Definitely
see
my
that.
phone
That's
will
a
blow
theory,
up
I don't
trying
know.
that.
Yeah, I feel like it'll fry
Like
your CPU.
my
on the phone,
battery's gonna go into overpower and like literally light my hand on fire. What's
But
doing
in
all that?
theory, if it worked though, then
With
you
live
could,
streaming,
you could certainly do that.
Like you're
Is there a
inceptioning. You're
community
literally,
IG for
you're
that,
literally streaming your stream of your stream.
Yes.
Streaming
yeah.
Inception.
I
There you go.
have a feeling that would fuck my phone up. Like I've
That's
already
why I
a
would do
Samsung. I'm gonna turn that shit. That would be a literal bomb.
Maybe not right now. I don't know if any of the phones today can handle that, but I think in theory, like maybe later on, it possibly could.
And there's also there's pads. There's also pads that you can like, I guess, get apps on and then stream from. So possibly you can do it through that also, if it's, I guess, compatible with this type of process.
Right. I could also see just simple games working on your phone. Like you can go to the bathroom and play fucking what's that shit called? What's the soccer car game? Rocket League or something like that with like touch controls. You wouldn't even need a controller. Like I could see that working, but it's what's the practicality of it? How much would I use it? Is the question. But
yeah, it's true.
It's free.
To do that
It's-
anywhere.
It's
That's
something.
that's the next spot. They can get it where I can play anywhere. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
if I
what I
want to go
want.
to the copy shop and play off my Steam library. Like I feel like with an open connection, people hacking into connections and shit. I don't know if I would want to do that.
Yeah, I can
Get better firewalls.
on your
This
phone.
this guy.
Called lockout. Download
man-
on your phone.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Anyways, when this comes out, I will try it. I feel like we need to try it and see how it is.
True. Other PC news. We're actually on Twitch. This is Twitch news. If you're watching it from your PC, shout out to you. If you're on your phone, shout out to you. The NBA 2K League strikes a broadcasting deal with Twitch. You actually wrote this one. You got it, Jay.
Sure. So, I feel like this was a natural thing. Twitch already has a deal with the NBA for the G League, as you can tell. Me and TBA participate in that. So now they moved over to the NBA 2K League because, the G League is over. So this was a natural move to be making. So Twitch is going to get all of the NBA 2K League games. We're going to be broadcasting up to 199 2K League games during the first season, and the season already began on May 1st, and they got weekly matchup, 3 in-season tournaments, the playoffs, and the finals. So we're gonna see what we can do about this one. It's already been a little hype. I've watched a couple of games, and it seems interesting so far. So I'm trying to see what I can do about this one. But shout out to Twitch, man, because they've been making a lot of moves lately, and then I feel like the sky's only the limit on like what they'll get in the future. With this type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really watch esports like that, but the broadcast is like every Saturday. I caught yesterday's, the tail end of it, and I'm not gonna lie, like it was pretty entertaining to watch. I was actually surprised by that. The draft was really awkward and just weird. But
Yeah, it
like
was
the
cringy.
actual cringy, yeah. But like the actual presentation for the league is actually the commentators were engaged. They were giving actual good info. It had a good camera when they were streaming the games. It's running off a PC, so like visually it looks better than the PS4. So it's nice to look at. Like the stream was a high quality. And then on top of that, like the way that they were playing, I was actually surprised. If you're a fan of just basketball or like 2K, the way that these professional teams are playing, they were playing like actual basketball, like virtual, as far as real is gonna get from virtual basketball. They weren't playing that cheesy 5-out, or they weren't abusing animations. They weren't doing any of the crazy shit that people in like competitive 2K are known for doing. They were actually playing like good, fair basketball, and it actually made it entertaining to watch. So I was surprised by it. I was like, I'm gonna catch next week's. I'm not a fan of any team, but I had it on my second monitor while I was playing Destiny. I was like, it's not bad. It's not bad. So I see potential in it. What you about to say, my guy?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I think this is like a move. This is kind of like another theory thing, like in terms of how humans play games with each other. So we have like our physical bodies to play games, but we also have our brains, and so that's essentially what video games are. So if everything's moving to like the video game world and games, and now NBA is making this official, then essentially, like, let's say like 20-30 years, this NBA 2K league will actually be like the norm of, like, I guess, sports. And so you'll have your old world, which is like physical games, and now we have this new world which is like, you know, shooters and like NBA 2K and like you know, FIFA and all this other what is another one in the Madden. So this is like, I see like a move to make that official.
You think it would be really dope? Like, you think you would ever get to a point where, like, let's say, I don't know, the Heat and the Jazz are playing, and they're playing on ESPN1, but on ESPN2 you can catch the virtual 2K version of it. Like, you ever think like they would be like side by side like that?
Maybe. I mean, it's not out of our reach now. I mean, NBA has made this official, and 5 years ago we definitely could not see that happening at all. So things are progressing in that direction. So I would say, yeah, I would definitely see that.
Okay. I see what's the name? Chaos in the chat saying you did see 5 out in the game. It was like 7 games that came on Saturday. I caught like the last 2. I didn't see it in those games, but they weren't bad to watch. So I guess it varies game to game how teams play, but from what I watched, it was all right. Rarely do I give 2K a compliment, but it's not bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, it comes on Saturdays. Check it out if you ever get a chance. I think JG's gonna get drafted next year. You go number 2, I think they said.
Yeah, you gonna get drafted to the Wizards, my game.
Yeah. I'm going number 1. So yeah, if you got hopes and dreams of playing in the virtual 2K league, you know, there you go. There's always next year. Make it to the combine. Quick hits, couple of quick pieces of news. I don't know if you guys know Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, they give away free games. I don't know how long they've been doing this. Whatever. I caught this one. This month's free games are I Hope, Gone Home, Psychonauts, Titan Souls, Cluster Truck, and then High Hell. A bunch of indie stuff. I heard Titan Souls is pretty good, and of course Psychonauts is a cult classic. So yeah, just link your Twitch account to your goddamn Amazon account, and you'll get those free games. If you want to play those, this one's an interesting piece of news, actually. So the GameStop CEO, he stepped down 3 months after freaking being in power. What's going on at GameStop? You shopping at GameStop, JG?
No, the last time I went there was just to get Yakuza 0 because I couldn't find it online for a cheap
So you
price.
do give them your business? Okay.
Man, nah.
Part of the problem.
Nah, I only did it because I had something like this shit cheap. But no, before that, I haven't stepped in there in years. Dog. I get all my shit on Amazon now.
He says that he departed for personal reasons. The article says, I don't know, man. Like, y'all think digital is killing GameStop is quicker than we possibly think?
Yes, of course. Steam is a monster. Like, hold on. Right now, there are about 200,000 people playing on Dota 2 right now on Steam. So that's incredible. And that's only from just having a PC, downloading Steam, and then downloading Dota, and then getting on the game. But then think about the GameStop process. You go to GameStop, you browse the games that you probably won't even like, and then you go up to the counter and they're like, would you like to pre-order something? And you're like, no. And then you continue on, and then your like experience is like, I don't know, not that good. So I mean, digital is the future. So I mean, it is what it is. Womp womp.
Somebody in the chat said that the CEO quit because he found out his salary was going to be an in-store credit.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Now that I think about it, though, like the last few times that I have been to GameStop, I don't think I've ever seen more than 5 people in there. Usually it's like 2 or 3, and they're just kind of they're kind of like just walking around looking. Versus now that I think about it, versus when I was a kid, I used to go into GameStop and you had to wait in line just to buy a game. Like there'd be like 3-4 people waiting in line ahead of you, on top of the whole building just being full. And I remember that was one of the reasons I used to get mad when I would trade in my games and they try to give you $5 for 20 games, because you had to wait in line in front of like 10 behind like 10 people just to find out you was gonna get $5 for your 50 games. So I guess I just never noticed it, but yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. Ain't nobody fucking with GameStop no more.
People eventually realize, they eventually realize that like GameStop ain't shit.
But power to the gamer.
As soon as you get your game and you take it off the wrapper, it's worth half of that, and then they'll sell it for $55. Like we know that. Like eventually, just people have to wake up.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, their whole business model kind of destroyed gaming in a sense. Like they destroyed, they bought out EB Games, and so EB Games had like systems from all games. You can buy like a SNES game and then like walk out with the new latest Xbox 360.
They had retro and
also.
new. Like so they're trying to do that now, but I feel like it's too late.
It's way too late. Like I mean, that's why I would actually go there to get these older games.
I did like EB Games more too. I agree with you.
EB Games is hard.
There was like a bin for Nintendo 64 games that I would like look through and then see if there was like the game that I was wanting, and then I would get that. And so GameStop was like, oh, whatever, forget those old games. We're gonna only sell the latest console games. And so people stopped going because essentially, I mean, that's not what everybody wants. So
aren't they literally going back to that? Like, didn't they just start buying up a bunch of retro games and now they're selling them?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do now. Like it's like it's too late. Like you lost that market. It's literally a case of why monopolies aren't good. Like GameStop doesn't have any real competition. I mean, there's like Best Buy, but that's a tech store. I mean, and then there's Amazon, which has everything, but there's no real direct competition to GameStop as far as gaming stores. You might have a local mom and pop
shops, yeah,
but that's far and few in between.
For them more.
Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is.
Dude constantly telling me, "Hey, would you like to buy this?"
I just don't understand how you can. I don't understand how your company logo could be power to the gamers when you're out here pushing a company credit card with 25% interest on it, man. Fuck GameStop, bro. What the hell are you talking about? Power to the gamers, bro. They trying to put your ass in debt is what they trying to do. But yeah, shout out to the CEO stepping down. I guess there's going to be another one, which I think this is actually interesting because since he stepped down, that means there's going to be another CEO, which means there's probably going to be some changes coming to the company. So it'll be interesting to see what happens at GameStop within the next year. Keep your eyes on that, you guys. Let's see. Since the last podcast, a new NBA Playgrounds has been announced. Of course, it's called NBA Playgrounds 2. This one is coming to all platforms like the previous one. From my understanding, there's going to be like new animations, dedicated servers, online ranked play, a whole bunch of new players, blah, 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 blah. Jay, did you see anything new in this game that made you want to pick it up compared to the previous one?
Actually, no. And that's what disappointed me. So I'm like, all right, what's new here besides like players that you're going to add? Now, I ain't really saying anything. I'm not saying that it wasn't a fun game, but I just didn't see anything that would make me get this one. Like, just run out and get it. They won.
Right. What's the name? Did they say anything about creating your own character at least, maybe?
Nah, I didn't see anything like that. They just said, better servers, faster matchmaking. Because I know, like, at first, like, the server was kind of ass. We were trying to play, and it just wasn't happening.
Well, there were no servers. It was peer to peer. That's why it was ass.
That's why. So.
I don't know. I feel like this. Looking at this, I feel like this is the game that should have came out last year, and maybe it would have still had a community. It's good that they listened to the community, but I feel like it's a little too late. Gotta like strike while the iron's hot.
People started playing this because they were just sick of 2K. And then really played it. They played it for like a week, and they were like, "Well, I'm good on this." Then they went right back.
Yeah. So yeah, I know Ethos don't care about sports. You care about this type of game, Com?
It's one of those things where, what is it? NBA Street was really good. So
yeah.
That's the game I guess like the most, and so it's close to it, but it's not exactly the game. So that's what their market is right now. So I mean, it's all right, it's cool, but personally, I don't go for it.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it comes out May 22nd. You know, there's NBA Playgrounds, guys. Let's see. Hold up. Let me open up this last piece right here. We got some Rainbow Six Siege news. Just a quick hit. You know, there's some theories for you guys. He said, "Hey, I know you're gonna like this one."
Hey.
So a trailer came out for the new Rainbow Six Siege map. So the rumor is, I guess, it's not even a rumor because what I'm about to say, the next operators are going to be Italian. And in the trailer for the new map, there's an Assassin's Creed symbol in the middle of the map.
Ooh.
So people are saying, and this takes place in Italy, so people are saying, connected universe, are the new Italian operators connected to Ezio Auditore? Like,
what if it's Ezio's villa?
It's called, what's the name of the map? Bellum Villa. It is a villa.
It's been thousands of years after, right? So like, it would change names, but what if it was? Yo, and you could run in that shit in Assassin's Creed, what, Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Oh.
My thing is, like, are they gonna keep teasing these little crossovers? Are they gonna actually do something with it?
Oh, Ubisoft, y'all can become the goats.
I know. Yeah, like
That means one of them is gonna be a Templar. What if one of the operators is a Templar? Oh, that's wow.
Did they ever say that they're trying to implement more story into Siege or like lore?
Yeah, they have already done that. The not the one before that. The operators before, two of them are sisters. There was actually in White Noise, the two of them, the Korean operators, they both have like a rivalry against each other. And then I don't know about Lion and Finko were part of the what is that event called? With the zombies and shit, the alien shit.
Damn, I don't remember.
I forgot about that. They were story-wise a part of that thing.
Okay.
Oh, Siege is on to greatness right now. Holy shit, that would be wild. Imagine you get an Assassin's Creed. There's already an Assassin's Creed.
But imagine one of the Italian operators' special ability is to jump off the roof and kill people with a stab to the neck or something.
If he's an assassin, oh my god, that would be god tier. You would hit god tier status at this point in Ubisoft if y'all did this. Like, imagine if in one like a secret Easter egg in there, it's actually one of the hidden rooms you can find, and it has like Ezio's old outfit or like the old outfits. I think he had a room like that where you could put them all. Imagine like you saw some of the assassin outfits there. That would be wild.
Like, how would that work though? Because when you step outside the window, you have like 5 seconds before you're detected. Maybe the assassin gets like 30 seconds.
Yeah, or make it like you remember in Black Ops 3? You remember that what's his name? What was the little like ninja guy in there?
I don't know. All I played was the chick with the arrows.
Spectre. You remember the guy who had the melee like lunge basically? You would like maybe you could do that for an operator and just like use like a crazy he's like a melee based type of character, kind of like how Caballera is. Oh my god. Or it could be a bow. Oh my god, there's so much shit.
Yeah.
Yo.
So look out for that. I mean, I don't know.
That's wild. And watch, it's already in the fucking
test server.
No, they're in the other universe they're in. Fuck.
Watch Dogs?
No, not Watch Dogs. The other one that came out. Wildlands. They're in Wildlands, and Sam Fisher's in Wildlands.
How are they in Wildlands? What are you talking about?
They're actually multiplayer characters in Wildlands. Like Frost is in the game, Buck is in the game. Like they're actual operators. They know the actual operators in Wildlands. Like they're all part because the operators in Wildlands they're top.
Yeah, they're
tier,
all special forces.
Yeah, they're all as part of the same unit. So or the rain or what is it, Umbrella. So they're technically they could be introduced into Siege and vice versa. They've been put into Wildlands, and then Sam Fisher's also in Wildlands. So what if in Splinter Cell? What if he's in a mission, right? Like, what if some of the siege operators are attacking a position that he's in and he has to escape? Oh my god, that would be insane, dog.
Come on, Ubisoft ain't gonna do this.
No, they need to. They can make an Infinity War. It could be so lit. Imagine
the Ubiverse. That's what they're calling it. The Ubiverse.
Imagine making Avengers of all the people it's like Sam Fisher, what is it? Marcus from Watch Dogs, and what if they all had to work together to stop somebody? Oh my god.
That would be the final game.
Yo, that would be so beautiful. Holy shit.
Watch Dogs 3, they gotta take down Thanos.
Oh my god. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, so I mean, this is just another thing, another Easter egg of me just showing you guys how all the games are connected.
Oh
they're continuing to do something with it. Like, I mean, they continue to do stuff with it. I'm hoping this pays off and eventually they do something with it and actually cross the characters over more instead of just like skins and stuff. Actually tie the stories together. That would be interesting.
What if he says the Assassin's Creed line?
Yeah, nothing is true.
What
Everything
if
is
he
permitted.
kills him and he says, what is it, Requiem Pachi? What if he said?
Yeah, it's nothing is true. Everything's permitted, right?
Oh, no, that's the Rest in Peace, I think. That's Rest in Peace. What is it? I forgot what the. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, you're talking about the other one where.
Goddamn
or
Italian
13, yeah.
shit.
Oh my god! I pray one of these operators is an assassin or Templar. That'd be too much.
Yeah, so there you go. Look out for
Far
that
Cry?
new
Is
map.
anybody in Far Cry?
They were saying in the chat there, and somebody's in Far Cry.
Who's in Far Cry?
I don't know.
I know Aiden is in Assassin's Creed Origin. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's also in Watch Dogs 2.
So who is Ubisoft's Thanos?
Who
The
would
rabbits?
be? No, not the rabbits. Because they helped Mario and Luigi, remember?
Yeah.
Only some of them were easy.
Right.
Yeah.
So who would be the most badass person they've ever made? Who's the biggest
Somebody in the
villain?
chat said Juno would be Thanos from Assassin's Creed. Yeah. One of the gods, yeah.
the
right,
second
yeah.
chick from 2. Oh
Yeah.
my god! What if it's the what were they called? The first civilization? Was that their names? They come back.
Eden, I think they called it.
Yeah, they have the Eden shit. What if they come back? They get like the pieces are Eden and like the different artifacts are actually like the Thanos stones, and they turn into stones or some shit. And then like they come back and then they basically are gathering all these things. And they're like they've always been in the different Ubisoft games. We just haven't known what they were. Like what if Siege had one all the time and we didn't know it? And like Watch Dogs had one and they just didn't know it. Oh my god.
I think we're reaching.
No. Ubisoft, you can do this.
Somebody said Bayek would be the
Bayek
Black
is
Panther.
Yes, he would. Oh my god. Yo.
Bayek has been dead for years.
We gotta hit up. You know who we gotta hit up. We gotta like even if they didn't think this was good, like,
We guys
you
got to go to E3, so like
gotta-
I got this idea,
Yo,
right?
so we have this idea. We need y'all to do this in the next.
Just
5
give me
years.
credits in the
Give me
at
every
the
game for
end,
free.
and we're good.
And I'll help you. I'll help you figure this shit out for free, bro. We can get this shit to work.
Shout out to Ubisoft.
Oh.
Closing conversation. I didn't really have this on my notes, but JG wanted to throw this on the notes. What's the name? We wanted to talk about YouTube, the current. I feel like we do this conversation like once a year. That's what I'm kind of like just over it. YouTube, the current situation, suppression, all this other shit, the things that have been going on. For those of you unaware, YouTube had a summit like last week. They flew out a bunch of big YouTubers, and during that summit, they announced a bunch of plans that they have for YouTube, and one of them they were getting clowned for was to save the advertisers and bring them back. They signed Will Smith to like $1 million deal, as well as Kevin Hart, who are like brand safe, so basically handing over the keys to the website to like Hollywood now. So a lot of people are pissed about that. They recently made some changes to the sub boxes now. So originally on YouTube, when I first started, it used to be if you hit the sub button, you got their content in your sub box. Then it became you had to hit the sub button, then you had to hit the bell icon, and then you'll get their content. And now it's you hit the sub button, you hit the bell icon, and then I think you have to click it again or go into the settings, and you have to change it from occasional to you want all of the notifications. If you don't, by default, when you click the bell icon, it'll be on occasional, and an algorithm will determine whether or not your videos show up in your subscribers sub boxes. So if you've noticed a lot of people's views have been very low, it's because a lot of people don't notice this. It's affecting people's ability to make money. It's becoming frustrating. That's why you're seeing a lot of people jumping over to YouTube. Me and Black talked about this like late night, and we were just kind of talking. It originally wasn't going to be a video, ended up being a video on GI. I was like, this is a good ass conversation. I was like, let me record this. And I guess my frustration with the algorithm is how can an algorithm determine whether or not someone is interested in your videos when it doesn't take demographics into consideration? So the way the algorithm works is the more people that click and watch your videos, it assumes the more the algorithm is going to shoot your video out to the sub box. The thing is, like, we have an older audience that are in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, right? And you don't have time to always watch videos when they first come out. So you'll watch it 2-3, sometimes a week later. And you might binge watch the videos, but it doesn't mean you're any less interested. But the algorithm takes that as, because you didn't click it right when it came out, it takes it as you're not interested in our content. So then you no longer are getting any content that we make. And if you look at people's comment section, you'll see a lot of people like, yo, I don't see your videos in the sub box anymore. I had to come check your page. I only knew about it because of Twitter. I've literally seen people like, yo, I've missed 2 weeks worth of your videos. I had no idea you were uploading videos. I got a comment yesterday that pissed me off. Well, it didn't make me mad. It was just like dude left a comment on my latest video, and he was like, so he's like, yo, you need to come back to YouTube, man. You were great. And I literally responded. I was like, where did I go? Like, you got to hit the bell icon. And it's like half I can't be mad at him because he just didn't know, like, because YouTube doesn't inform people how their service works. So it's almost like YouTube is picking and choosing who they want to be at the top versus allowing the viewers to decide. So a lot of people are frustrated. But I feel like I've been talking too much. What do you want to say, Jay?
I mean, it's just like I've lost the love for making YouTube videos. Like, it was never really about the money for me. Like, obviously that's how I began, and that's how, you know, all of this ended up happening with GI coming together. But besides making videos on the GI channel, like, I've lost the love to make videos on my own channel. Like, what's the point of doing it if, like, nobody watches? And it makes it even worse when, like, the people who actually want to watch and they're actually looking for you can't even find you because YouTube wants to change the algorithm and you can't even see their damn video. Like, what is the point of subscribing? Like, it's really no point of even subscribing anymore. You might as well just go to whoever channel that you want to look at individually to do that. And like, YouTube has completely changed their landscape from when I first went on there. Like, YouTube was supposed to be like anti-TV. It's supposed to be from actual creators, just everyday people like you and me who have an idea and they just want to make some videos and give their perspective on whatever. And now it's become literal Hollywood. Like, you become television, and that was literally like not the point. You went from the website actually being about the content creator to, oh, well, let's put a couple of celebrities on here, and then the people that are already at the top will continue to promote them. Then the landscape changed to reaction videos. I'm going to promote reaction videos. Like, why would you even promote reaction video, like, actually on your Twitter and stuff? And everybody mixes up the algorithm, all that stuff changes. You're constantly trying to figure out like ways to combat everybody else, and then you get this advertiser problem, and you're like, well, even the people at the top, even actual content creators at the top, we can't trust them anymore. So let's put more money into more celebrities and who are already on TV and on the silver screen. And I just don't understand it. I get it, you're losing money, and a business is about money. I totally understand it, but you're literally taking away from what the website was built on in the first place, and it literally makes no sense anymore. And I just really lost all the love for, like, I only want like a certain amount of people on YouTube now because I know that their stuff doesn't change. But it's like, even with some of them, it's like, what can you truly say on YouTube anymore that's not going to get you flagged or censored? Like nobody even has a voice anymore, and what's the point of that? Like, you just want people to watch TV. If I want to watch TV, I'm going to just watch TV. I don't care about people being saved. I watch YouTube for unique opinions from everyday people, and it's just not like that anymore. Like, you just have all these clips from television shows, and you have music videos. Those are the main things that get promoted every day. And even the people at the top, they can't say anything anymore, and they're losing out on money because they're not getting advertisements on their videos, so they don't want to do it either. Like, and this is why we talked about in the beginning of, like, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. I feel sorry for the people who put all their eggs in YouTube alone and has not found a way to branch out yet, because it's going to suck for you right now. I know a lot of people doing Patreon, but Patreon is still not going to be enough. It's working for some people, but I don't feel like Patreon is again the end all be all. A lot of people going over to Twitch as well, and while I said Twitch is cool again, I feel like there's going to be something else that's going to end up taking over that. Depending on what the landscape ends up being for Twitch. Like, you really gotta just find something else, because YouTube ain't it right now. YouTube is imploding, and they're trying to make stuff. They're trying to say, well, you know, we're gonna be more transparent with you all, but I kind of feel like it's too little too late now. So
yeah, there's also this issue too where a lot of people were complaining about, like, you'll upload a video, and like, I know it from my channel, every time I upload a video, I'll lose like 50 subscribers instantly, and I'm like, bro, I just became whack overnight. And like, I've seen so many creators complaining about this issue. There's a glitch going on where you upload and you just lose a mass amount of subscribers. And YouTube put out a video where they quote unquote addressed it. And what they said is, We found no glitch. We looked at over 100. We looked at 100 accounts, and we could not find a glitch. There are millions of accounts on YouTube, and you only looked at 100, and you said, nope, there's no issue. Like, they're so fucking. That video got sent to hell. It got disliked down to hell because the people were like, we're not crazy. The whole comment section, like, we're not crazy. It's happening to me. It's happening to me. It's happening to me. It's like, come on, bro. And I think what's especially frustrating is because a lot of people, like, the viewer doesn't know, the average viewer doesn't know what's going on behind the scenes. People will leave comments like, yo, what happened to your channel? What is, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like,
and then it just sucks because they had this situation. Like, again, I knew that it was going to come to this. Again, like, I didn't, you know, obviously you don't want this stuff to happen, but like, I kind of predicted it. I was like, somebody's eventually going to get so mad at YouTube for these new policies and all this censoring and stuff that they're going to take matters into their own hands. And we seen that with the shooting that happened. Like, that was something real, and literally the reason why she said that she did it because they kept censoring her fucking videos, and they were like, well, this person, I see that they're not getting their video censored. Why am I getting my video censored? And when you get your video censored, you lose out on money as well. So if that's your well-being, if that's literally the only thing that you have going, and you put out so many videos and every single one is getting flagged down, you're gonna feel some type of way.
Yep, and as I said, we don't condone that shooting. It's just like you can't be blind to what's going on. You can't be blind to what's going on. People are really frustrated. I feel like YouTube is oblivious to the fact that they've changed a lot of people's lives. Like, imagine working at a place every day, and then one day you just wake up and your boss is like, clear your shit. Like, you don't no reason why. Like, they just do shit and they don't tell anybody what they're doing, why. Like, the whole ad thing, that could have been handled better. Like, if you're gonna change it to where you want us to be more brand safe, put out a statement on your blog, put out a statement on Twitter, say, hey, we want to focus on being more brand safe so we can attract more advertisers. You guys have a month to clean up your channel. People would have been like, eh. But at the same time, people would have adapted. Like, I woke up one day and I had 300 videos demonetized. Imagine how that would make you feel, spending fucking 2-3 years making those videos and shit. It's just like, Jesus Christ, bro. YouTube just does shit. And the new thing that I've seen too, a lot of people complain about, is YouTube is subscribing to people that they never subscribe to. They're getting notifications for channels that they never sub to. I see it in the chat, a couple people saying it, but I've seen it in my comment section. They'll be like, I don't get notifications for your videos, but I get notifications for channels that I'm not even sub to. But like, there's no problem because they checked 100 counts, bro. The site is just wild right now. And that's why you're seeing a lot of people jump over to Twitch. You're seeing people, mixers, they're doing their thing. People are giving Facebook gaming a chance. Like, streaming is the wave. So follow us on Twitch. Hit that follow button. Com, have you had any gripes as a viewer or a content creator on YouTube?
Yes, especially as a content creator. Specifically for, like, my channel doesn't have that many subscribers. It only has like 2,000 on one and then 5,000 on the other. And so I needed to reach the view count. But in order to reach that view count, I essentially have to, like, get rid of my, I guess, artistic creativity and then basically conform to the YouTube, like, genre. And the YouTube genre is relevancy over content. And so essentially you attach yourself to whatever is relevant. So say, like, Rihanna has a new music video, you cover that music video, you get views, right?
The prime example is Thanos in Fortnite. Everybody's making Thanos Fortnite videos.
Yeah. And so it's the thing with Fortnite. That's why everybody on YouTube now is doing Fortnite. You can go to YouTube Gaming and you see every person, all the streamers doing Fortnite, because they're essentially afraid of becoming irrelevant. And that's essentially what will happen to them if they don't actually make Fortnite videos. So they do have to do that. And so, like, YouTube doesn't really care about, like, I guess, making people know who make good stuff in general. Like, there's a couple YouTubers that I know who make, like, great content, but, and it's original, and they make their own opinions, but they don't get that many views, and they won't get that many views because what's relevant isn't on the search. Their video isn't what's relevant, and they're not going to show up on the search terms. And so advertisers look at what is the most relevant, and they put their money on that. And so that's the YouTube game. And so, I mean, it's just, it's just a change of the community, and it destroys creativity, and it makes the community a little bit more toxic, because now everybody's like unhappy. The fans are unhappy, the creators are unhappy, the advertisers are like, oh, what can we do to make more money? So it's like a downward spiral, and that's why there's a change happening where people are streaming now. And it's like, the thing is to be anti-YouTube right now, and so that's just the thing. So
someone says, so YouTube has legit become cloud chasing, pretty much. I think Blake brought up a good point in the chat too. He said, right now I have Angry Joe's video open, and the recommended section is nothing but videos about kids toys. I've never watched a kids toys video in my life, and that's another thing. Like, I watched the video from Vice, a former engineer from YouTube. He said he admitted that YouTube's algorithm favors negativity and like conspiracy. So like that's why you're seeing a lot of these gaming videos. You're seeing a lot of these gaming videos on your suggested section saying things like, is this game doomed? EA microtransactions, the truth about, like, all these negative gaming pseudo intelligent channels. They're rising to the top because the algorithm favors them, and he admitted that that's what they're doing on the back end. I was like, that's crazy.
They're SEOing. That's why everybody has. It works. It works, but it sucks because it's also giving this sort of like negative sort of mental, like it's giving this very negative sort of vibe. I think you said too, TBH. You was like, you know what? I realized you're like, I watched like this dude's videos, like 10 times, like 10 of his videos, and they're all negative. You didn't realize until you went through all. And it's like, you know what? Now, like, you can imagine how someone all these people who are subscribed to these like specific people who do this type of content, because they know it works towards YouTube's algorithm. And I don't even know if they believe a lot of it. I think they just do it because they know it can target a lot of like eyes to click it.
You watch the content and you watch like 2 or 3 of their videos. I'm like, do you guys even like gaming?
Yeah.
Like
you think that literally like every type of game is like a horrible game, or that like every single type of any type of event that happens in gaming right now is just something bad. There's nothing like 95, and the worst part was like I was part of that type of community, like not the negative. I had negative videos, but I had a lot of positive videos at the same time. But it was before like I went on hiatus, there was a lot of videos where like there, and I can name off kind of creators who were like this, who were like they posted videos that they loved and they cared about and they thought they were really cool, even if they weren't even relevant. And those videos could like literally rise to the top because people were like, I see you care a lot about this game. You spent, made a 30-minute video about a game you really loved and cared about, and you explained why you liked it. And like it could get a lot of clout, and people were like, yo, I follow you because I like this game too for this reason. But now those type of videos, and like even when I was doing those videos, like they don't work anymore. Like I did you remember
I think an example, you remember Mass Effect 3's the indoctrination theory video?
Yeah.
I don't think that would blow up this day and age.
Oh no, it would. No,
I don't like
it built off negativity.
No, but the thing is, like, if he would have put it out like a year later, like not when it was like a talking point.
Right now, if they made a video right now,
if it was just a labor of love,
if somebody did like right now, if I decided to say I'm gonna do a video about Mass Effect 3 and why I think it's still a fantastic game regardless of the ending, it would not get any clout. It wouldn't. But if I make a video, or for example, just to give you a great example, I think my biggest video right now, or one of my biggest, it might be in the top 5. One of my top 5 videos is the one I did about Mass Effect Andromeda. And it is because it had a negative sentiment around it. And it wasn't, my video had no negative sentiment about the game. I said, I was like, yo, try the game for yourself. I liked it, but you need to try the game for yourself to see if you're gonna like it. But of course, the YouTube algorithm worked for it, and literally it spread it out, and then it just got a bunch of hate for it.
Yeah, I think one of the last videos I did that went viral is the one where I was talking about gaming journalists.
Yeah, and it went viral because it was negative.
It was negative, yeah.
Like, if you make, like, check it out. Like, check all the videos out from, like, whatever content creator you're following. And see, like, just check the videos that they've done that are, like, mostly positive focused. And then look at all their negative focused videos. I'll even talk about GI's channel. When we had the whole Moshi incident, that became our top number video due to the algorithm.
And I took it down because I thought it was a bad look for the channel.
And we took it down because of that. We were like, yo, that's sad. It's like, we can create all this other positive content, but the thing that the algorithm promotes is negativity, it's drama. And so
also, what's after the Moshi? The GI rants.
And then the GI rants. And the GI rants was literally us complaining about stuff or getting mad about stuff. And literally, like, that's what the algorithm supports and what people will go and watch. I don't know. Maybe this is just a sign that humanity is just naturally negative. I don't know. But
I don't think so. I think it's what makes money is the loudest person in the room.
Yeah.
essentially.
And usually
And
positive
so-
people aren't.
Yeah, and so like it's the same train with what is it? Love and Hip Hop, those shows.
Oh yeah.
You watch it, you don't know why you're watching it.
But
You're
you
just
do
kinda
it, yeah.
You do it anyway because that girl said that thing and then that guy did that thing and you're like, "Oh my gosh, that was crazy." But, nothing really happened. It's just a bunch of people arguing. So, it's just that it's that same type of like spiral that makes a lot of attention. And so you're just attaching your brain onto something and you don't know that you're being like, I guess, coerced to like this type of stuff. And so that's the type of stuff that you would normally watch. And that's why Drama Alert, that's how he got big. Because first of all, drama, and then second of
It's
all,
in your name.
relevancy.
Right.
And so
And you
all
stay
he does, he just constantly goes on other people's things. So like essentially YouTube isn't about being like a creator, it's about being like a leech essentially. And so you're attaching yourself to like all these people who are making creative stuff but are relevant.
That's the new thing. Hold on. You notice in the Fortnite videos, the new thing right now is everybody puts Ninja in their fucking title, bro.
Yeah,
and I always
they're
tweeted,
gonna get
I wonder how Ninja feels about that, bro.
Oh, I saw
Like,
he was on what is his name? H3.
H3.
He was on a
Yeah,
podcast
yeah.
with it, and he talked about it. He was like literally I think it was
It
someone
used to be
else did it.
PewDiePie, now it's Ninja.
Who's the horrible human being that's like big on YouTube? That did
There's
the
a lot.
dead body in the forest. Yeah, there's
Logan Paul.
Logan.
Yeah,
Whatever,
Logan
whatever.
Paul. He did something with I remember he went on Twitch and then like what is it? Ninja played with him for a little bit because he was really popular and stuff like that. And so like, it was, I can say it was like a business. It was smart. It's like, you can get that audience pretty fast. But the problem is that after it happened, apparently Logan Paul uploaded a video and literally clickbaited hard and put Ninja's name in it and tried to make this sound like the video was about Ninja, but Ninja was never even in the video. He wasn't referenced at all. It was nothing like that. He used it as a clickbait title because they knew that his name alone in Fortnite would literally make people click on the video. It's just horrible right now.
I think all this negativity comes out of frustration too, because like if you look at it, what other way is there
What
to grow?
can you
Because
do? Yeah.
because if you go to the trending topic, if you go to the trending section, it's nothing but Ellen and
Yeah,
Jimmy
the
Fallon and stuff. So
people who have TV,
they've
yeah.
taken that away from the creators, and I guess creators are feeling like I just need to do outlandish shit to get attention now.
You have to do something that makes you,
Shock
do some
value.
crazy shit. Yeah, shock value type of shit. Logan Paul did it, and that caused issues. And they're just gonna. It's just who can one up each other over and over and over again. And then the worst part is now we have saturation. Like the community, quote unquote, the video essay community that I was in when I was active was not big. It was very small. And then certain people popped in right around, like, I think it was like 2016. It was like or 2017. It was right around the time like I was getting tired of this shit. And then literally like when I went on hiatus, they just blew up out of nowhere. And then the people that I talked to beforehand who were part of that community, like they were all like, where did these people come from? And then the worst part is, now that they're up there and that they're gaining this, they have this traction, then they have to keep up. And I remember too, we were talking about it. They have to keep up a pattern of like constantly hitting your feed. But the problem is when you're in my type of community, if you're in the video essay community, you can't make a video once a week with it having substance and of talking and like try to think about something and come up with a good topic for it. You literally then have to start to devolve the quality of the content so that you can upload a video every week that's going to be more than 10 minutes. And ultimately what you do is you spend 10 minutes talking about, repeating stuff and just making up shit just to come up with something that everybody knew about or something that just isn't even well-founded. And then it dilutes everything. So now from a creative perspective, right, the creativity is just lacking now. There's barely any people out here who are really like out here being very creative. The only person is, and I give cred to, there's two people. The two people I give that were part of my community that I give clout to is Racevic, who I followed for a long time, and I actually had a
I
long
like
conversation with.
I like his videos.
He did he blew up because he was during the time when it was working. He blew up because he did a whole series on Mass Effect, and that's what I watched. And he did a whole whole video series on Halo. And it was during a time when there was no reason to do it. They weren't, there was no new video game coming out for them, something like that. He just did because he loved them. And I followed him after that, and I had a long conversation with him. And then the other person is there's a guy named I
think his name is Nakey Jake.
I was just about to say him. Yeah, I
he's
love his
incredible.
videos. He's
he
funny.
is by far. He is what I want YouTube to be. He is a shining example of what YouTube should be about. He is creative. He's funny. He has great timing, from a comedic standpoint. He has great editing skills, great presentation, and he comes up with videos that are like. That's what I'm like. His videos are kind of like Childish Gambino's "This Is America." They're like
he dropped one today about Mother's Day and like all the different mothers.
And you don't think about that. You're like, that's a nice thought. Like these other channels would not come up with that because they're not that creative. They'll just pick another game to like talk shit about. But like this
Fortnite video number 46.
Yeah, Fortnite 46. But this guy, I swear, like you guys should check him out on Google. It's Nasty Jake. If you like my content, you'll love his shit. It's like the video has this title and it's one thing, and you think it's gonna go one way, but somehow he changes it and it comes, and then you watch the video and you're just like, wow, that was something completely what I was not expecting. It's a great channel.
Is Nakey Jake.
Nakey Jake.
Nakey
Yeah, I got
Jakey.
Nakey Jake.
Jakey
I
Jakey.
gotta, if I can find
I'll bring his channel up on the stream.
If you do check his channel out, yeah, if you can find it. If you do check it out, you do like it. Just go to the comment section, just say, hey yo, GI shouted him out and stuff like that. Cause that's like that right there, in my opinion, like if I look in and I'm like, this is what I want YouTube to be about, it would be people like him. Like that's what I want to see.
He's literally one of the few times ever where YouTube actually suggested me something correct.
Yeah. And it was actually something I found him out of the blue. I found him back when he only had 25K, and I subscribed to him. I was like, this dude is creative as fuck. Because like he was like an artist at first.
Did you see his video about Let's Play channels?
No. Last time I saw from him was hit the videos tab. I'm trying to remember which one I saw from him. I saw the one where he was talking about relationships. That one was pretty funny. And then I saw the one he was talking about I forgot what the one was. There was like I think it was box art. I saw that one. And there was I'm trying to remember which one it was. Oh yeah, Dark Souls Saved Me. That one was really good. And what is it? Crappy user interface. Like all his videos are really good. Like even if you don't have an interest in any of the videos, just click it and just watch it, and you will drastically see a difference. And the great thing is like he has this thing where it's like it's not even clickbait. Like he has great titling and it makes sense, and he's not clickbaiting you into what it is. It's like the most generic shit that you're just like, he's just talking about clothing in video games. Like that's just the most random ass shit, and you're just like, okay, and you watch it, and it actually, he has the most profound type of shit he comes up with.
He made one like about like the old PlayStation demo disc and shit. He makes good videos.
Yeah, about the Pizza Hut and something like that. And I was like, oh my god, I remember that. Like he just comes up with the most random shit, and it just makes sense, and it's really good. So definitely like check his shit out. If you like it, let him know. Tell him to give him a shout out and shit. It's a great content creator at the end of the day.
But yeah, it's like, what can you do? What can we do?
What's your channel again? Calm.
It's Calm Serbles. CALMSURBLE.
Yeah, and your channel.
Help me out.
I forgot what I found. I forgot what it was. Like you have like the comedic timing, right? Like you summarize everything, but it's very like
Yes. It's in urban vernacular.
It's like basically it's like having a black guy try to explain to you like some sort of like movie or something like that. It's very creative.
I found you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's his channel, y'all, on the stream.
Yeah. And the worst part, and the thing that sucks, and I don't do it, and I need to do it more, is like a lot of people tell me they want me to come back. They're like, eat those comebacks away. But I don't I've gotten tired of it, bro. Like it's fucking annoying. Like I hate YouTube right now.
You need to make like this type of video.
Yeah.
Why would I want to spend all these hours and you might not even see it, bro? Matter of fact, I know you
won't even see it, or you won't even watch it, or you won't even or like it's like, why am I gonna get upset to upload something just to get upset and be like, I'll show you an example. So I did that whole I don't know if you saw it today. Remember that Oblivion video I did where I talked about the side quest in Oblivion, my favorite one?
Yeah.
See that one? Okay, so I spent a lot of time and I paid somebody to do an animation inside of that video. It's very high quality type of stuff about like explaining like one of my favorite side quests in like period that I've ever played. It was in Oblivion. It was the Dark Brotherhood one. Spent a lot of time on it. It only hit like 4K. Like that was it. And I was like,
it's always the videos you work the hardest on that get no
hardest
views.
videos I've made.
But PUBG Funny Moments 21 gets 100,000.
Exactly.
Fun moments, bam,
See?
immediately.
Right. So it's like, why would and people be like, why don't you make this type of? Why don't you do any more voiceovers, bruh? It takes me like 3 or 4 days to do that shit. Plus, I have to come up with something funny. You got to sync the mouth and shit. Then I got to edit it all together just so you won't see it, bruh. Here go PUBG 22, bro.
Because
the landscape has changed. Go ahead, my bad.
You used to be Cornelius 08, right? That's what you started off as. That's how I found you. Because I was watching Dash XP, or Nasan actually, and then Cornelius 08, and then your channel came up, and so
That's funny. That's actually how I started that channel too. Like I remember I watched the old Dashy like voiceover, and I was like, I feel like I could do it better than him. And so I started doing it, and like it blew up. And then I stopped doing it because I was getting copyright strikes on the channel. I was like, yo, I'm a big gamer, so I'm gonna start this gaming stuff. And originally I got a lot of flack because I had like 30,000 subs at the time, which was big back in like 07, 08 on YouTube. And they were like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this gaming stuff? And it's like, people, I don't know, man. I don't know.
But that's the thing. It's like, that's why YouTube is here. It's to be creative. You make something that you find funny, you find to be interesting, you put it up on the site, and now like it's not about that. It's all about being relevant to whatever is popular. And that's what's destroying the platform, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to end it too. Where we at, Jay?
Yeah, well, you know I can't tell how long we on, but
Like
it's been at least 2 hours. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I had the notes are kind of short today. I was a little bit worried that this one wasn't gonna be that good, but I think this actually turned out to be a pretty great episode. What's the name? So I think we're gonna wrap it up because I'm tired of talking.
I am.
And I'm hungry.
I'm hungry right now. I'm like,
so you are the guest of the show tonight. Com, you got the floor. What is your closing statement for Gaming Illuminati episode 69? Go.
Scoopity poop.
Oh my god.
Scoopity. No, all right. This was a great episode. Thank you for adding me on to this. It's really nice to like talk to you guys because you guys got me through college. Without you guys, it would have really been terrible for me. So I will always support you guys, and whatever you guys do, you guys are awesome. My channel on YouTube too is Calmsurble, CALMSURBLE, and then Calmsurble PV. And
it's on the screen right now, yeah.
So check me out. I make funny, kooky videos. Check that out, and yeah, you guys are awesome.
Appreciate it. Right. You in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Bet. Okay. Let's see. Ethos, you got the floor. What is your closing statement for Gaming Illuminati episode 69? Go.
This is America. No, this is YouTube. I'm back. See how long that's for. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by. We got to get ready for E3 probably in a couple of weeks. But I appreciate you guys. Thanks for stopping by.
We're going to war.
Going to war. Yeah, we're going to go to war with all the regular people. So God help us. GI versus everybody, all that shit. And what else was it? Oh yeah, I started streaming again. So
there you go.
Because I'm not doing videos.
If you guys never checked out Ethos stream, I'm about to spam the link in the chat. And JG, you got the floor. What's your closing statement for tonight's episode? Go.
Shout out to everybody that came through for the live stream of the podcast. Shout out to all the people that will be viewing this later on YouTube. I feel like this year is clout season. We will see. We've been cooking some things up in the background.
Oh, it's Robin season.
He said Robin season. Right.
Robin season.
Just stay tuned. I'll be back on the schedule tomorrow. I had to take a little break because this will calm my head. Can't be doing this shit all day, every day. You know what I mean? So a month before E3, so we gotta plan for all of that. So again, stay tuned, people.
Yeah. And my closing statement for tonight's episode is, I would just like to say, nowhere in the intro, anybody's intro or anybody's outro, did y'all say Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful women out there.
Oh, good
all
for
y'all
you.
going to hell. No,
I already
going to hell.
tweeted.
Oh, a tweet. Yo, the queens in the chat. All two of y'all. I got y'all.
Where did you go?
All two queens in the chat. I got y'all.
Hey, I called my mama today, so I ain't trying to hear
I
this.
talked to my mom. I took her out.
I texted my mom happy Mother's Day, and she was like, I got Cash App. I was like, I'm out. All right, bye.
My mom actually said that to me. Did you think I borrowed 100? I was like, huh?
Oh no.
I was like, I got a gift card.
Nope. I sent my mama a card and I called her today. So man.
Yeah, but anyway, shout out to all the queens out there. Happy Mother's Day. Stay strong. Also, you can take the show on the go. We are available on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher Radio. Just search the word Gaming Illuminati when you're on Spotify. Download our app, available on iOS and Android. Search Gaming Illuminati on your respective platform. You guys can keep up with the news. Other than that, I appreciate everybody coming out to listen to Gaming Illuminati episode 69. I know Black was supposed to be on this one because he's childish, but too late. Anyways, everybody have a nice night, nice day whenever you're listening to this in the future. And we will see you on the next podcast right before E3. We will be doing another one. Everybody have a nice one. Peace.
Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.